Welcome back to Barely D&D, your sorta Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I am Jackie, your favorite bard. And if I'm not your favorite bard, well, I guess I forgive
Happy
you.
Hanukkah.
Then happy Hanukkah.
Sorry, we were having a conversation before.
It's March. Also, 11 days to my birthday. Fun fact, I'm recording this.
Goodness, that's true.
Not that I needed to say that. I'm not a 12-year-old. Anyway, let's move on. Welcome to Barely D&D.
Happy, I know Ramadan started recently, so happy Ramadan.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, and happy Lent.
Yes.
And more important than all of those, happy almost Jackie's birthday.
Sure.
Anywho, we're back with the Barely D&D. Also, right off the bat, I'm getting over being sick, and Abby's
Me too.
voice is kind of
Man.
gone.
Also-
This is gonna be one of those.
Stuff's going around. Last time I was sick. This time y'all are sick.
Jackie, after
Next
Abby,
time,
after you were
Landon.
behind light off, you just became this dark silhouette. Like Abby is sitting in a void. It is her very, very clearly well lit face, and then complete dark of the
It's
cosmos.
like the album artwork
Nope.
for that
dying.
Queen record where they're all four in the dark. You guys know what I'm talking about.
That was-
All four in the dark.
Inspired by me, I think.
That was inspired by you.
Yeah.
I just like that. I liked Abby coming back in with that was just
Landon
inspired by
left
me."
at that.
Yeah, Landon said I've had enough.
I also think I threw a
Luna
mac and
keeps-
cheese somewhere.
Luna keeps walking by and farting, and it's awful.
She's crop dust and you.
Little cat, yeah. And I probably deserve it. But anywho,
She's
this is another
cat
episode of
dusting.
them accidental adventures. How does that get you? I say so many funny things. So we're back to another episode of the accidental adventure. Abby's laughing so hard of the accidental adventures, and wow, I felt like I had more stuff to say than that. All right, letter question.
Episode 30. It's episode 130. It's episode 130. Was that?
Well,
what you
yeah,
needed
but I
to
say all that stuff after
Oh, it is? You do?
letter question.
We've done
Landon, you have a
130
letter
of these,
question.
and I don't know.
Yeah.
I do have a letter question. If your character worked in a white collar office, like corporate job, what department would they be in?
Ooh, I like that. Who do you guys want the DM and PC to be?
I kind of want it to be Tello because I'm boring, but
I wanted to be, I'm so sorry I can't remember his name, but the crime lord from the island with all the Kuatoa.
Thimnon?
And then,
Okay,
Rose,
hold
soon to be second husband after she divorces the king.
Oh. That does add up. Though. But yes, Thimnon in a white collar office job is actually pretty hilarious.
I love that.
Okay, I like that. All right, let's start with Ro.
I could start. I don't mind
Oh.
starting.
Yeah, you start.
A volunteer. Yes.
I feel like
go get him,
I feel
Bazz.
like Bazz would be in HR. Because I feel
I
like
was thinking-
like
Oh my goodness,
always be
yes.
like solving people's problems and really stressed out about it all the time.
Yeah.
It kind of fits him.
That feels very Bazz. Oh my goodness, that's so Bazz. Yeah, I like it. Bazz is just a much better Toby. Okay, what about Greta?
It's a low bar.
it would be
Oh.
like a salesperson, because I feel like she's very friendly and like kind of persuasive enough. So I feel like she would be a salesperson, and she would have like been there forever, like decades and centuries, and like longer than anyone else. But and so she'd be like the top salesperson, but they'd be like, hey, do you want to like be a manager, or do you want to like have more projects? And she'd be like, nah, I'm just gonna do my. So she'd be like, has been there forever, but never wants to go above like the entry level point. And she just talks to people. She like goes on trips, talks to people. They like her because she's weird and they buy stuff.
I feel all of that except for the top salesman part. Hear me out. I feel like she'd be the really dependable mid-level salesman because she'd be really good with everybody. But then anytime someone didn't like the fact that she was weird, she'd just be like, well, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, Greta, why did you make that sale? And she'd be like, well, that guy didn't like my raccoon, so then I bit him.
But I do think she would like know like a shocking amount of like everything. You know?
She has all the keys for that level of the building.
Yeah.
I want to say macro data refinement because I've been watching Severance and that's the department that they're in. But I don't think that would actually be what Rose in. But if you're watching Severance right now, heck yeah, find me on Instagram. Let's talk about it because I'm obsessed. But I would say she'd be in like marketing or PR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I almost said maintenance because like she's always trying to like fix things and mend things and heal things, but like
she could be like IT.
I don't see her being strong enough. She could be IT. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like marketing or PR, like she would always be trying to like work on the company's image and like the message that they're trying to, kind of show to the world, and she would probably inevitably become like the face of the company somehow, even if she's not like, because she would just like put her own stuff on it and she'd be like, yeah, the jingle for this commercial is one of my own songs. And like,
if the goal of this question was not to come up with the most accurate but the funniest, I think it would be with Greta working in HR and then Ro working as the IT person who's really good at the IT, but
Bazz in accounting,
but really frustrated with everyone.
Well, and also like pent up to get out of IT, and every time that she visits, she's like, "Hey, want to talk for 6 hours?" And the person's like, "No, my computer's good."
Definitely.
And, I don't know. Bazz would function too well in accounting.
Dude,
Bazz could be the accounting would be hilarious for Bazz.
I know, but to be dysfunctional. Well, in that vein,
it would be a little dysfunctional at the beginning. He doesn't understand money.
Yeah, but halfway through the campaign, he becomes one of the world's 444th best financial expert halfway through the campaign. So, I mean, at some point, like Bazz figured out what money was, and then was like, "Ooh, let's set up like businesses and let's come up with like contractual arrangements." So. Anywho,
true,
because sometimes
he is very smart now.
Gotta let the Landon shine through. What was that, Abby? Okay. Feminine. Okay, if we're answering just straight laced, obviously manager. Okay, haha, yeah, that was very good. But funny version of all of this, I love Thimnen as a temp. And to be clear, not young Thimnen, but current Thimnen. And not in a suit, in his armor with all the weapons. And so somebody in the office is just like, "Yo, temp, get me a coffee." And he comes up to the desk and he's like, "And what would you like in that drink? Do you want it to be enjoyable, even if it was your last?" Everyone's just like, "Get out of here, temp." Yeah, I don't know. Something.
It reminds me of, what's the guy's name in The Office that's like really weird and he's kind of an older dude?
Creed.
Oh,
no.
Creed.
Yeah, Creed. I feel like
Thimnen reminds you of Creed.
I feel like he could be a little bit like Creed if he gets a little older, because he's kind of weird and people are scared of him, and he might be a murderer.
I'm sorry. All the time here, people make a thing, and then we're all like, "Yes, queen, go off." Girl, what? Thimnen and Creed? In what way? How? How?
I don't know. Thinman's like a cuter Creed.
It's not the part isn't the physical imagery. I'm not talking about the facial structure, girl. I'm talking about the guy who's like, "I got beans in my desk."
Okay, maybe Nifty is Creed. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, I'll admit. You know what? I was wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Well, now I feel like I came down too harshly.
Not very often, but I will.
Okay, wow. So for the note taking,
Ooh.
This is episode, I don't know. This is episode 130 of The Accidental Adventures. Episode 130, The High Court.
Ooh. I'm so
Because we're coming
afraid.
in goofy and really low key, but this is one of the most important sessions of y'all's campaign thus far.
Terrifying.
No, don't worry about it.
Also, we're at level 12.55.
Wow. We're going fast.
Yeah. No.
How do you spell Sealy?
Dude, when you're doing... Huh?
How do you spell Sealy?
Sealy? Is that right?
Seelie.
That's
Oh,
what I thought.
not
I thought there was
at all
some
what I
funky
thought.
stuff going on.
Yeah. Also, that one's not on me. That's just canon 5e how you spell Sealy. But yes, episode 130, The High Court. It's a level 12 adventure, 3488 PB. No one's exactly sure what day it is, but maybe it's
I thought we
something maybe
asked
again.
someone.
Alondra told us what day it was.
Yeah, Bazz
That's not
messaged.
great.
She was
Talk to
also
someone.
talking very quickly. No, not Alondra.
Well then.
The lady from the Opalescent Tome, Panage.
This is going to be a moment of Big Mike canonizing. If anyone can look at their notes and tell me what day it is, then it's correct. And if not, then there's a sudden temporal shift because of the realms, and it's wrong.
Let's
Everybody
just
got
go
it?
with that because
Jackie's
I'm
moving
not going to
so
look for it in
fast.
my notes. I can't find it in my notes.
Abby, I like the gradual shift you've taken through time. Where at the beginning of the campaign you were like, "Oh, Zach breathed," and you're taking a note. Now you're just sitting here just being like, seal gifts. We grow.
I went to the aquarium, and I now know that
Mhm.
those seals are called harbor seals. And I have a stuffed
Those are-
harbor seal in my bed, and I didn't know what kind of seal it was for years. And then we went to the aquarium, and Noah was like, "That's boy," and I was like, "Oh, it's boy." And then we found out that my seal is a harbor seal.
That's really
cool.
fun and cool.
Yeah.
Also, Abby, you can be honest with us. Did you lose your voice because you drank some of the water? There's no judgment. here.
At the aquarium? Oh my god.
Yeah, I
There's no
was
judgment.
so excited to see the penguins. I was.
You guys got to the Ray touching tank, and Abby was just like,
They had a Tide Pod tank. No, not a Tide Pod. They had a Tide Pool
and you're
tank.
just like, you said we could touch them.
They had a Tide Pool tank. And it was just short enough for me to reach over and scoop and go. And that was really good. I got just a little bit of starfish.
That's not vegan.
Oh, it's starfish water.
Okay.
Starfish water. It's like if I drank their pee.
Okay.
Oh. Somebody wrote down that Abby said that. So, I should focus in and DM now.
Nah.
Can y'all hear the music?
Yes.
Okay, is this the one I want?
No.
Actually, it might not be. I think I'm gonna go with a different one.
How dare you?
Okay. And remember, you can adjust the music volume on the left. So, guys, you have just
Huh?
in long, meandering, drawn out, ruckus, tempestuous, fluctuating venture that has been the travel through the Feywilds, that has very suddenly precipitated into a completely different tone and focus. In completing Kurftanantalam Yilaf Patrindid, the Bewildering Keep, you were greeted in the treasure chambers, well, greet is a strong word, by the Mad Prince. All of you seeing him for the first time, an individual whom Bazz has long known, but the rest of you all came into physical contact with for the first time. And his sudden arrival came with a credence, a biddance to have you travel with him to the Feywilds, to the Sealy Court, to speak with the assembled Archfey, from whose being and identity the characteristic and heart of the Feywilds flows. And the offer was that each of these archfey would provide you with a wish, each one, for whomever of you accepted the task they would lay before you, not yet exactly described, some sort of a plan for the protection of the Feywilds. A wish to be granted the incredible power and right to read from the Book of Secrets. The reason for which you came to Kurftanantalon Yalothbitrin at all, the hopeful vestige of the secret to saving Bazz's home, and apparently a tome taken from Ayun's library with some of the most fundamental questions about existence bound within its well, who even knows if it's leather. You all agreed, and the 5 of you, along with the magical talking axe that Craig has now, which I'm probably, if we're all being honest with ourselves, the bit's going to get forgotten and then I won't remember him for 50 episodes, but that's probably for the better. You all have walked through the gate, through the brilliant purple light, and as each of you all are washed over by intense, challenging to describe physical sensations of temperature and force and energy, you one by one stride out into the cloistered, pressing interior of the Bewildering Keep is replaced by expansion, by open space. And the air that greets you is certainly fresh. Certainly, the word that just came to my mind was not English, but Portuguese. Certainly fresh outside air, but it's more. It's kind of like the air in Agba, but with Agba it was this fresher than fresh, this alive and life-giving. Here it's like the air is, Bazz, you have experienced this before. It's like it's a little sweet. It's like the air gives you the faintest little contact high. Like walking through it stupors you a bit and sharpens you a bit, all at the same time. Just a little bit beyond where your brain usually is, as if even just inhaling you pushes you past a line in a couple different directions. The light all around you is bright. Bright sunlight cascades down from a perfectly topaz firmament. And at the edge of the horizon are bowls of wispy white clouds, but so far away, they're just coloring. And you all stand... Oh, there's so much to describe. You all walk out onto a platform. That's the first thing I should say. You are in the air. You are all of you standing on a bridge of sorts. But not a bridge made of one continuous length, but of multiple briefly connected steps, perfectly meeting each other. They're all 10 feet wide, a couple feet across, and they are steps, like in a stairwell. Very broad, very large. There is no rail on either side. And this walkway beneath you, this tiered, level raised staircase, so to speak, with no bottom, is pure pearl. So like 10 by 2 sheets of pearl. You're not exactly sure how far they go down in thickness, but they are dazzling and brilliant, and the way that they catch and reflect the light makes it look like every single time you look at your feet, you're looking at frozen oil. And importantly, they trail up in front of you in a path. But as your eyes look behind you, as they take in an overwhelming amount of detail, there is none behind you. And we'll come back to that. As if you are standing on the first step leading up a path that is missing a great deal many steps behind it. This path leads for 150 feet or so up toward a much larger platform, also elevated and levitating. I'll come back to that in a moment. This walkway, connected to a platform upon which you stand, is suspended in the air. If one of you would like to give me, it's not high DC in either case, a survival or sciences check, you may do so to try and reason how high up you are.
I'll do a survival check.
I'll do
I
I
just
think that I
rolled
would like to do a sciences check.
I rolled
Oh, sorry,
a
Jackie.
20.
That is a way to start the session, Jackie. What's your total?
I rolled a 20 as well.
Seriously?
Did you
Yeah.
actually?
I did.
The
The first
I
one
was
was
Did you
gonna-
for real?
I did. I'm not even joking.
That's
I was-
crazy.
Gonna do sciences, so that's a 25.
I rolled a 30.
Holy crap.
Wait, did you do survival or sciences?
Survival.
Dang, Landon. I'm guessing
Guys,
you're
that's an
proficient in that.
insane way
I have
to start the
expertise.
session.
Ah.
Greta, what'd you get?
I got a 25.
No, I just have. I just have
Man.
proficiency.
Y'all are using this mojo up early on the unimportant stuff. I like it. You'd well, it's DC like 12, so all of you, honestly, at this point in your lives and careers, makes sense that you'd be getting pretty good at judging this stuff, given how many times you've fallen out of the air. You're somewhere between 650 and 700 feet in the air.
And
Wow.
his knees start
What-
shaking a little bit.
What did you say? Could we see what's below us? Is it like ground
Oh,
or
girl, I have so much to describe. Trust me, you shall have your
Okay.
answers.
Okay.
Just take them horses and hold them. But in your defense, the inclination for asking is valid. So you're about 650, 700 feet in the air. And I say that not because, well, actually, one of you got a 30. You're 650 feet in the air. As hard as that is to visually judge, Bazz, you just know it. Maybe it's 657, maybe it's 655, but you're 650 up there. And it is not 650 feet to the ground. It is 650 feet to the intensely sloping side of the mountain, the mountain slope below you. Quick question: can you guys hear a hairdryer in the background?
Just a little bit.
Just
Yeah.
a tiny bit. Excellent. I'll just talk continuously so that it's not such a big work. So you all stand on the raised platform, and where the mountain slope trails away below. So it's sort of like slant mountain there, and then like platform way up here, and right up there. And you guys are just, so if you fell down, you'd fall down to a violently sloping mountain face that itself goes down and down and down and down. So when you look back down, it's like 650. When you look forward down, somewhere off in the far distance, it's like you're half a mile up. That mountain range that rises up behind you is not up the length of some indiscernible mountain. It is, Landon, in Breath of the Wild, the village you go to, often one of the first villages people go to, but the village you go to that has, where you first meet the mean ninjas, that has a temple like right inside the raised area in the Great Fairy Fountain by the village. Which village is that? Is that Kakariko Village or?
Don't know.
Okay, that was a lot of pressure to put on you. If you've played Breath of the Wild, the mountains in the starting part of the game are a great deal what this resembles in some way. There's a lot more detail, a lot more realism, but the mountain is a slate silvery, almost kind of bluish gray stone. Very smooth. Uncommonly smooth for a mountain. And it is verdant. It is awash with brilliant, vibrant, emerald green plants. It rises up from so many different directions in this pinnacle shape, and it sprawls out and bleeds over the landscape and other ridges and arms and tentacles of its rising mass. And you all are so high up that you are above its peak. And when you look back at this great stone bowl, this great half-mile stone impression on the top of the mountain, and it is not filled with... Well, growing out of it is a tree. But not a tree rooted in its center. A tree suspended above the caldera below. It's like a massive quarter-mile high mangrove tree. Another prime tree. Like Agba. As if there was a second prime tree. And this primordial source of flora grows suspended above this caldera bowl, and you are maybe 1,000 feet away from the edge of this, so it's nowhere near you. But you can look back and see it because it stands up in the sky, and away from it is this web of roots. Some of them fall down into the fresh, clear water lake below. Some of them string outward to the sides of the mountain and grip into it. And you can see now, as you look away from it, it's growing into the mountain face. And far below, where many vastly tall trees grow out of the side of the mountain, you realize that they are extensions and protrusions and interconnections of the roots. It's as if this tree grew out of the top of the mountain, and then the core of the mountain degraded below it, and the roots remained suspending it. Fresh water dazzles and shines around it, and the landscape all around you is an ocean of forest. Rainforest as far as your eye can see in any direction. Itself that bleeds into so many massive lakes that go so far into the distance in between that you can't tell if it's a rainforest that drops off into suspended ocean or a rainforest that extends far beyond your eye can see and that is just filled with massive lakes between. The landscape is immense and brilliant and bright. You have before you a couple hundred of these pearlescent steps. You don't know where you are in the Feywilds, but it is difficult to describe it all. The steps that lead up to a platform, the exact detail of which you can't make out because it leads up enough that the level base of this much greater floating space where you would gather is slightly above your eye line at this height. But from below, you can see that it is solid pearl. Maybe, I don't know, 600-800 tons of pearl. Floating as the structural base of this landmass, floating in the sky. It dazzles like a star suspended and held in the air before you. It's probably a structure 80, 100 feet in any measure, lengthwise, widthwise. And this appears to be the place to which you are leading to walk. And around it are floating, maybe 5 to 10 feet away from it in either direction, in a sort of C shape, like to the sides and to the front. Again, a little detail that you can't quite make up from this distance and from this lower height. What look like 6 thrones. 6 empty thrones floating around this dais arena-like space. You all stand there in the air, and Yelik Tananth is briefly there on the walkway with you. He turns around and gives you all a very sudden, intense look with those electric green eyes that's difficult to read at all. He just stares at you all a moment, and then he begins walking up the walkway and toward the platforms, but at some point he veers off a little bit and just steps off of the edge of the walkway and continues to walk up through the air toward one of the thrones on the left.
I guess I follow him, but I stay on the path.
Yeah, me too. I stay on the path
Okay.
as well.
Okay, so no conversation. The party just wordlessly continues forward.
Yeah, just like
You all
shocked silence.
The party walks up this walkway toward the central platform, and as you get closer, you realize that it has this sort of this central raised area toward you are walking is almost square, but it's a little diamond because its corners are missing. And where so much of this space is rough and natural and looks just kind of grown, this platform at the top is highly geometric. It has these carved angles that cut in and out at kind of 30-degree increments at its edges that cut away to give it this sort of like diamond, like a fitted gemstone head to the top of the platform you walk up to, which is itself solid pearl, just a sheet of pearl. Except that it's not a sheet of pearl laid on; it's the entire landmass. And there are intense geometric cuttings in like a tile pattern, but a really tessellated, complicated tile pattern. In the center of it is this sort of, well, not sort of, this exactly, 1, 2, 3, 4, octagonally shaped cut pool of clear water in the center, maybe 20 feet across in either dimension. The main structure you stand on is probably 100 feet across, both length, width, and wise. And you can see now, in front of you, there are two thrones directly in front, 2 at either side, 2 kind of at the angle in between, so 3 over here, 3 over there, 6, floating. And not bobbing, just perfectly suspended thrones. These thrones are each different. They have stone bases, but the stonework that comes up out of them to make the actual seat is on the leftmost, the one nearest to you at your left. It's like this dazzling, shifting hues of labradorite. At the one directly next to this, it's this shocking blue, bright lapis lazuli. And each one of them is different like this. At the one all the way on the far way to the right, it just looks like brilliant, like diamond. The opulence is unfathomable. Each of these thrones is probably a quarter of the net worth of a small nation. And they just float here, suspended. And Yellow-Tenant walks through the air up toward the labradorite throne and just sits down in it. He is... Oh, and also each of the thrones is very big. Each of the thrones is like 10 feet deep and 10 feet wide and has like a 5-foot high backing. They are to the size of giants, essentially. And when Yellow-Tenant sits down in it, as he walks up to the platform, as he walks up the little treadway up to the throne, he's not big enough for the throne. But when he turns around and sits down, as he sits down in it, he grows to match its size until he's about 15, 16 feet tall when he sits down in it. And he just reclines back, crosses his hands, temples them, and he looks away from you all, kind of far off into the distance, and just ponders for a moment. Also, as you all walk up the platform, all of the steps behind you fall away. Whenever the last person steps off of one, it just drifts down slowly. What'd that party do?
I would say I go and stand like in the middle of all the thrones. Not just like I'm sure it's intuitive, like where a visitor would stand to like be in front of all the stones, and I would kind of go with the party there, if that's where the party goes.
Yeah, I think I would go there, like just where, like in front of them, where it seems appropriate.
Yes. I'm probably just watching Yellow-Tenant, but if he like ever looks in my direction, I'm like, oh. Like looking away. And
I ask Yellow-Tenant on the way down. I say, anything we should know about what's like respectful or customary before we meet these people?
Bazz, was this a question you were asking on the way walking up, or once you all have gathered in the central, in the court, and he's seated on the throne?
Sorry, as we're walking down, Bazz would have asked that. I'm so sorry, Zachary.
Okay. So, no, that's okay. That's not the sort of thing I'm going to get miffed about. I try not to get miffed at all. On the way up, as you're walking up there, he pauses in the air and looks back over his shoulder at some point, and just says, each member of the court is their own. We are not a governmental body in any sense other that the governance of this realm is our hearts. We are not bound by law, by decision. We are not related by formal title, but by relationship. If you wish to have your cause heard, you will need to sway us unanimously, and each of us are unique individuals. This is up to you. I have called you here. I want this outcome. I will lobby for you. But ultimately, you must prove yourselves. He just walks away. He looks away and walks toward his throne, and then he sits down and all that.
Right.
Once you guys arrive, also the very center of this court is that watery pool. But so you can't stand in the exact center, but you could either stand like kind of before the pool or in front of it on the other side and be in the middle of the thrones. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, there's not a wrong choice. You're not going to stand on one side of the pool and then have the character show up and I'm like, you got it wrong. You all die. That would be really stupid.
I'm going to stand in front of it, closer to them, if I can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I guess I follow.
Okay. So the party
As we're
stands-
walking, I kind of like look at each of my people and I say, hey, do you mind if I start the kind of like discussion or...
Yeah.
Go
I
for it.
nod.
Okay.
You've been
remind me,
here
who-
before. We
Who
haven't.
here doesn't speak Sylvan? Because Bazz would know who doesn't speak Sylvan.
I
Okay.
speak Sylvan.
I
I do
don't.
speak Sylvan.
I would give her...
Your
I would give Jack...
entire party sans Gretta.
Does
Sans
it?
Angela. So actually half your party.
Yeah, just me and Craig are the only ones that can't speak Sylvan.
All right. Guys, I'm going to speak to them in Sylvan.
I'm gonna say, Bazz, do you think we'd get in trouble for casting tongues?
No, I don't think so. If you want to just do it
Okay.
really quickly.
Yeah, I cast.
I don't know. I've never been here
Um,
before, though, so know that. I have no idea what this place is or who these people are, so you might get in trouble. I don't know, but it seems not.
Wonderful.
No,
crazy.
I cast tongues on Ro. And probably Craig too.
Okay.
Thank you,
Go ahead and
Greta.
expend those spell slots.
Okay.
And what does it look like in your casting?
Reddit, she's not trying to make a big deal out of it, so I'll just say that just out of like habit from casting the spell, even though she's not casting it on herself, a like tattoo on her face lights up, and like a little bit of like letters flow out of her mouth into into Ro and Craig's mouth.
That's cool.
As the spell's spreading over your minds, but as it touches your tongues, you all feel like, in the most inexplicable way, you can taste a little bit of Gretta's perspective. Like, for a
Aw.
moment, you see the world, like, you start picking up on a couple things you don't recognize all of a sudden, before it kind of settles down and you feel like you have your own mind again.
Interesting.
And as you become aware of that energy, you all are just kind of left waiting there a moment. Yellow Talent's in one of the 6 thrones. The other 5 are empty.
I have a quick question, Zachary.
I have a quick answer, Landon.
I was in the Feywild for a long time, like a month,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Would I highly doubt that I would have gotten the, Sealy Court 101 class, but I feel like, is there a chance I would have picked up some information, at least about maybe the person on the court that like oversaw that part of the land, or something that Bazz would have known, like being there in the Feywild for so long?
You were there for like a week.
Are you sure? I thought it was
And
longer. I thought it was a month. But I will defer to you. Like,
except
I don't
that
remember.
I remember the key detail was that when you got back, everyone was like, "You were gone a month," and then you were like, "No, dude, I was gone way less time." And that
Oh,
you
you're
learned
right.
there was
You're right.
like
It was a
time
month.
dilation.
The material
But
plane.
it was a long time though. And there's a part of me that wants to say, No, because you were just lost in the wilds. Except that you totally went and integrated yourself into a political position in a pixie kingdom. So if there's any justification for having learned something, it's that. Why don't you, in a hearsay way, why don't you give me a rumors check, and we'll see if you could have picked anything up.
Can you, with forgiveness and grace, tell me the modifier that goes with rumors?
I will gladly.
I think it's charisma.
Charisma?
Yes? Oh my goodness, look at y'all.
Right.
And do be
All right.
charisma.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Nice.
You guys are rolling hot today. Let's see if it endures. So, Bazz,
I have a. Sorry.
Yep.
I wanted to. In episode 74.
Okay. Throwback. It's about to happen.
When we met that Fae lady, Yellowton's lover lady, Gretta did a big history check thing, and so did Ro. And Ro knew some of the members of the Unseelie Court somehow, and Gretta knew some of the members of the Seelie Court.
That did happen. No one.
I didn't know if that
time
was
to communicate that with any of each other, but
No,
that did
I know.
happen, and your individual characters do know that. Yeah, that is
I
true.
just didn't know if that was helpful to either one of those characters for what's about to come. That's all I wanted to throw out there. I'm sorry
It
for
certainly could
disrupting
be, and where
the
it can-
flow of your thoughts, Landon.
That's okay. It certainly could be advantageous in some way, and were it communicated to any other members of the party, who knows, it could have some sort of an advantage.
Okay.
Bazz, back to your 17 on the rumor check. I will say that you learned remarkably little, and perhaps that was telling. Which is to say that perhaps the court came up briefly, and upon further inquiry, you learned that Yellowton's famously cagey, vague description is actually pretty telling here. That the truth is that the Feywilds do not... Perhaps that place you landed with the Pixies is the most formally governed place in the world. Here. That the Feywilds are not a place of... that there are individual cultures who might be prone to levels of organized governance. Perhaps there is an Eladrin elven kingdom over here that has lords and ladies and hoo-hee and ha-ha, and perhaps there's a pixie kingdom over here with judges and courts and ambassadors. But that the actual rulers of this realm are not legal rulers. They are not kings. They are not... That the title the Mad Prince is no stately title at all. That the Fey lords and ladies of this realm, that the lord and lady is tongue-in-cheek. And not necessarily in an insulting way. Just in the case that they do not rule this realm from a place of taxation or military superiority. They rule this place in a way that who they are shapes this place. And perhaps this place shapes who they are. They are like tiny little lowercase g gods here. And that is a much better sense of who they are and how they relate to this place.
Okay. So I keep walking. I don't have any more questions.
The party should set a standstill. Clearly, punctuality is not a tenet of the court. Because Yellowton is just reclined, waiting there. If this is a time the group wants any role player preparation, they can have it, but you all can also just tell me, we've been pretty clear here, Zach. We're just waiting. And then that's fine. You can be just waiting.
I feel like... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I envisioned Gretta not casting tongues until it was clear that we were about to speak, but I was going to let Gretta speak for that too.
At this level, when you guys when there's like a common sense question, I just assume you do the common sense thing because
Okay.
unless it's funny and innocuous, I try not to think you guys do dumb things.
Okay.
Greta would probably take this time to, like, in case we hadn't already talked about Greta and Rose's experience with the Fae people that we met. Greta would share that
brief interjection.
experience.
This campaign has a lot of nonsense in it, but the Feywild has an inordinate, disproportionate amount of nonsense. So every time you guys want a refresher on all this nonsense, please let me know, because it's ridiculous.
Okay.
The Mad Prince's name is Yelek Tananth. The Fey lady you met was Keedsia Yigi.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
anyone like me to spell those names? Because they're ridiculous. Was that bared teeth expression a smile? Okay. Yelek Tananth is YELLICK apostrophe TNNANTTH, because the Feywild is ridiculous. Sorry, I'm just trying to minimize the amount of time that Hairblower is on recording. So then, Keedsia Yige's name, man, it would really suck if my voice went out this early in the session, is KEEDHSEA apostrophe YEHGEE.
And
Zach, would you like to take a small break and make some tea for yourself or something warm that would help?
Yeah, and if you guys wanted to roleplay, that would mean so much to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Abby, did you have a quick question or?
do we remember her having... Ro, do you have it in your notes if Idsiegigi had a specific title?
Titles don't matter.
No, but like the Mad Prince.
Keedsia
Oh.
Mysterious Wanderer.
Wanderer.
I see what you're saying. I feel like Bazz is feeling pretty nervous right now. And
Oh,
he
really?
is definitely trying to like do some calming breathing. Like taking very subtle
So-
deep breaths. Not as much as like visually anxious. Like if someone were looking at
Yeah.
him, I don't think they'd be able to tell unless they really knew him or could. But I feel like he's holding it together well, but he just, the nerves like when you're about to perform on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's that.
Greta's,
And
Greta's
he's just taking deep
nervousness-
breaths.
Greta's nervousness and excitement is like directly opposed to the calming, and so she's like yapping at Bazz, telling him everything that she remembers about meeting Keedsiegigi. And I'm sure that they've had this conversation before, but she's just like, so remember what I told you, Bazz? I told you that she, and she's just yapping.
Yeah,
While Bazz was
Thank
trying
you.
to take calming breaths.
yeah.
I got.
Also, Bazz is not dressed in his fancy clothes. He's dressed like a druid in his leather armor,
Mm.
just to make that happen.
What I have written, I have Keedsiegi of the Sealy Court here, and then I have listed 6 individual rulers of Fae. Now this isn't like Ro just like naming off these, but just as a refresher, I feel like maybe we probably talked about this at some point
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Hey, what was, Jackie, I'm sorry to interrupt.
There's-
What was, it was
no.
79, right? Episode 79?
74. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's
74. Okay,
episode
I got it.
74.
Yeah, it's
I
in a
have the
different notebook.
I have the curious wonder, the terribly beautiful, the insatiable wonder, lady of fascination, obsession, and adoration, I think is what that says. I can't read my own writing.
Okay.
Not divine magic of nature's demigod powers. It's basically what Zach told us all.
yeah.
Yelek Tanam is one of the 6 members, obviously.
Not Yelek Tananth.
Yelek Tanan.
Yeah, like to nom.
Apologies.
Bazz brings
Um,
out his little dragon familiar and
Yelek Tatello.
and
What?
he lets him kind of like rest on him
Oh,
or
look,
like
I have
him, and he kind of helps him feel calm, kind of like a therapy dog.
Heck
Oh.
yeah.
I know. So, okay, sorry. Just for my own understanding, I realized what my notes are saying is all Ro knows, about the Sealy Court is those names, but she knows more for some reason about the Unseelie Court.
Yeah.
She knows like the stuff about them, but she only knows like those names for the Sealy Court.
If it would serve the advantage of your allies at all, do you guys share the things you learned about either court
yeah.
and either individuals with
Yeah,
each other
yeah, yeah.
in this time you have to wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
I share
I just
everything that I
wonder-
know. I don't know much, but I share everything with my friends.
Same. Sorry, I just have in my notes here.
What I mean to say is that they are going to arrive and you will need to speak to them. Are you guys literally sharing that with each other presently, or?
We're sharing
Wait,
what with each other?
I don't talk about the Unseelie Court at all here. Like I will
No,
not.
I don't talk
Okay.
about the
Okay.
Unseelie Court.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Right.
Like saying you have an audience with Batman and you take the time to bring up the Joker.
Yeah.
What I mean to say is,
I don't know you guys,
do
but I
all
love
the
the
players
Joker.
above table tell each other any of the important things you may have learned now from your
Yes.
notes? or
Yes, that's
not?
what we're doing. Yes.
I'm just hinting at you guys doing that. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what we're
that's what
doing.
we're doing.
Is there
Yeah.
do you want us to like role play it out for it to happen, or
Yeah,
do
is
you
that
want
what
us
you're
to...
asking us of? He's giving us a thumbs up.
He's still making tea. That's okay. I understand.
Okay.
I smell what you're stepping in.
Well, no, and also what I very literally mean is, Jackie and Abby may have learned things written down on paper in their notes, other than just names, possibly a long time ago that would be very useful right now. Now, if they haven't, that's fine. But just if they want to tell Landon and each other those things again, that could be useful before people arrive. But
Okay.
Let me see if I
no
can read
pressure.
this
Just
real quick.
if that's a
Okay.
useful strategy at all, is all I mean to say.
I don't know which one of these is Sealy Court and which one was Unsealy. On
So, wait, what are you
these
looking
guys.
at? So, Jarell and Matep are Unseelie. Kitsia, Gigi, Yalexanov, and Thuras are Sealy, but those are the only Sealy courts that I have
Okay.
written down.
I have Thuras too.
Okay.
The Rolling Thunder,
don't
the
have
Beating
any-
Heart,
Grasping Hand, the Roaring Wind.
Fey
She's the
Lady
Fey-
of Night, Resistance, Will, and Passion is what I wrote.
I have Might. With M for Might.
Oh, maybe it is Might. My handwriting is crap.
I'm trying to read Abby's handwriting on the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all I got for you.
It's
Um,
Siyagi. How do you say it? What's the name? Kids.
Kitsia,
It's
She's
Siagi.
the lady.
It's
She's the
Siyagi.
lady. She's
She's considered the
like
most
terribly
powerful.
beautiful.
Oh no, Thoras
She
is
was-
the most
wonder. She acts as
I-
a binding center. She's the glue for all of the other ones. So if Yalexanov is
heart.
on her side, and
Yeah.
if Yalexanov is already on her side and they're lovers, we can assume that they have a strong relationship. And if she's the binding heart of everything, and we have her through Yalexanov, we might have a good chance.
Oh, I have written that she's the heart and Yelleth to not is the mind.
Oh,
That's what I have
we might need to
written.
do some. We might need to do some heart convincing. 'Cause we've got mind.
I see here that Thuras is called the Beating Heart. Is what you have written down, Abby.
I do see that, but I
He is
also
called
see
the Beating Heart,
Kitsia is the power of the heart.
but he's not
And
the
Yalexanov.
heart.
All right.
Well, he's not the
I
power.
had
of
you
the
guys
heart.
do this
He
because it
is
would
the
be
beating
useful.
heart.
But now I'm glad I had you guys do this because I think it's now very funny.
I also have written here, these Fae really like to ask, "Who are you?" Quotes, eye roll.
That's hilarious.
I was wondering if that was just Yalexanov.
No, Kitsiegi kept asking me and Greta who we were too.
What if I open it up asking who they are? Who are
Who
you?
are you?
Power move.
Let's
Take it
turn
before
the
they
tables.
can. Kitsiagi,
Oh.
Yalexanov, and Thoras. Is that how you say their name, Zachary?
Yeah, are we saying that right?
Kitsiagi.
No, but I wasn't going to be a stickler about that. Thank you for letting me
Oh.
drink the tea. It's helping. Yelik Tananth. His is all about enunciation. Kitsia Yigi. Kitsia Yigi.
Yigi.
Yeah, rather than Kitsia Yigi.
Kitsiagi.
Which is totally fair. It's all nonsense. And then Thudas.
Thoras.
Suras.
I
Not
like
at all what I thought.
Suras.
Suras.
Is the R rolled? Is there a roll to R?
If you want to go hard, yes, but I'm not going to
Suras.
ask that of you. It should be Thuras.
Suras.
Or like,
Thuras.
and even kind of the shortest roll ever. Thuras.
Yeah,
And
like one.
Thuras.
Thoras
Cool.
is
Single.
feminine, right? That's a
Rolling
lady.
one
That's a
squad.
that's a
Thoras.
lady,
Yeah,
right?
it's a lady.
It does. Yes, it does seem like she is a lady of the court.
Okay.
Does seem like she is a lady.
She is a lady of the court.
I have this note. It
Thank
says
you.
they exist as embodiments of characteristics of Fae being, and in doing that, perpetuate the Fae. The last hand, maybe not so sure, but the first hand, I'm kind of sure.
Okay. Do you guys feel like you've shared adequate information?
I am not sure. I don't understand, but I think that
That's okay.
How can we help you understand, boss?
Zach, I would ideally I would love to roleplay this and understand, but I feel like I don't get what Abby and Jackie are necessarily saying or have written down. Is there any way that you can act as an interpreter in this scenario?
Yeah. Well, part of it is that it's not ambiguous. But I think there's a lot of reason for Bazz to make sense out of what Ro and Gretta would be telling him, because you are literally from a Fae culture of loosely structured relational organization. So the concept of very informal government would not be alien to you. The idea being that there is something here, nebulous, about the way that the nature of the Feywild shapes the Archfey, and the Archfey shape the Feywild. There's like a super magical connection here, right? A supernatural connection between who they are and the world of the Feywild.
Let me get the stink bug real quick. I'm so sorry. It's about to fly on me. One moment. Can Abby and Ro argue about
Okay, I have a question for Zach.
I don't want to argue.
I have something here. Do I have it correct that Kitsiegi, am I saying that right?
Yeah, Kitsiegi. That's the hardest name ever.
That she had a lute with her when we met her? Am I crazy?
Feels wrong. Let me check.
It says plant fiber lute that she had. It said had plant fiber lute, but maybe I'm just psycho.
I don't have one written down. I don't think so.
Okay. So I
I
don't
don't
know
have
what
one
that's from.
either.
Okay. Weird.
I think my favorite thing about all of this has been how much it's like, yeah, my notes have this. Oh, my notes have the opposite. It's just funny.
All right, I'm back. Zach, what were you saying?
No, it's okay. Every opportunity is giving me an opportunity to drink some tea and heal my throat. Man, tea is magical.
Shout out to Jonathan.
Supernatural, two-way energy thing there. Second of all, this court is like a non-related family, like one big found family, if messier. They rule together, but rule is a nebulous term, and the roles here are not super formal. That's the big takeaway. Those are the two big takeaways.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Before they come in, I want to say something to the group.
Yeah, this is a great time.
Guys, I don't know what the right thing to say or not to say here is. I don't think that we are going to be able to know what the right thing to do or say here is. I think that we are just going to have to be the fun guys. We're going to have to treat them with respect, but not try to treat them like kings and queens or try to kiss the feet. But I think we need to have a balance where we understand and follow like the nature of what it means to be in this land, but also to be direct in why we think that they should give us a wish, because it's an incredible spell and ability to cast.
I mean, go ahead, Greta.
I was just gonna say I agree. I think we should be reverent and, like you said, respectful. But my instinct is telling me that being genuine and being honest is what's gonna win us the most points here. Being honest and heartfelt and genuine, which I think that we are. But like you said, not sucking up and not, just being ourselves while being super respectful.
I mean, I don't think they would have called us here if they didn't think that we had something to offer, we're capable, and it would be nice even if they are in the Feywild and we don't really understand their I guess, for lack of a better word, angle on the situation, I feel that they would be really valuable allies to have in the fight to come. So
I think so too.
hopefully,
And
halfway
DM
through Rose
we can
speaking,
help.
Okay.
you guys can see over her shoulder. It's really Bazz and Gretta from their angle that they can see over Rose's shoulder. Something is growing up the diamond throne opposite Yellictonauts. There's like Ro is like, and they would be powerful allies. And she's like getting through those words, and you guys can notice that there's this vine length going up the throne.
And DM, just to make sure I understand, let me repeat back what are basically the why here that Yellictonaut told us. He told us that he came to grab us because he knows that we are wanting to read the Book of Secrets and that it's impossible to do so without specific things happening, and that he thinks that there's a chance that we could convince the Sealy Court to cast these wishes for us to read the Book of Secrets if we can convince them that we can do this task for them, that we don't know what exactly it is yet, right?
Yeah. Basically, the court, I mean, obviously Kitsuya is an exception. Other than her, whatever she feels about you guys, the court either doesn't care about you or doesn't know you exist. He's like, I've been watching you guys for a long time, and it's kind of the reason I got interested in you in the first place. This Zorgrim business was a bad trouble. We knew we needed an answer. I think I have found a possible solution with you all. If you can convince the whole court that we can trust you with this idea of mine, then for each of you who agrees to it, we will cast wish, each one of us once, and allow you to read from the book.
Okay, question. So does this mean that each party member can read from the book
Once.
6 times? Once.
That would be if there was a membrane, in that membrane, it would be insane. That would be the party earning 25 castings of the wish spell.
Let's
which is
go!
a level of confident self-reception hard to even process or fathom. As the party talks, this growth increases up the throne and spreads around it until, Ro, at some point, I think you can tell your allies aren't listening to you.
I know,
As
I was
you
going
look
to say,
back
do
over
I
your shoulder,
notice? Or like...
Well, first of all, Gretta, with the now highest passive perception in the group, Jackie,
how?
let that curdle your internal organs.
Wait, may I ask how?
Greta, you notice very slightly. You can't. I won't tell you. You notice out of the corner of your eye,
I just
Greta,
want to know.
that Yellictonauth gets like a wry smile on his face, looking at the throne the opposite way, and as his stony expression is split by that moment of confidence, the vine growth spreads until it blooms
This is on the
into this
diamond?
massive flower. Yes, on the diamond throne, very opposite him. The massive flower blooms into this complex orchid that like overgrows the throne until this huge fruiting body of overlapping petals grows out of its center and then just falls apart onto the throne. And all at once, the plant disintegrates. But not like in dust, as if into many gorgeous pieces that blow away with this breeze high in the sky. And there, left in their place, is a 14, 15-foot tall, slender, pale-skinned, Asiatically featured, starlight freckled, dark black, brilliant, sort of opalescent reflected hair woman. She has a dress made out of like 10,000 scales that shift and rotate in color. And as the dress rotates, the scales literally roll over each other. And Bazz, who and what in the hen now, same for Tello and Craig, Rowan, Greta, that's obviously Kitsuya, who has arrived at her throne. And she's just perched in it. And as she sort of crosses her hands, she puts her chin on them. She looks immediately to Gretta, smiles a little bit, then to Ro, looks all around at the group. There is this rapacious hunger to her sight, this like enraptured fixation. It's not desperate, it's not hungry, it's calm but intoxicated. And after she looks over you all, her eyes just flit up very quickly to Yelik Tananth. And he in his throne sort of leans back with a broad smile, and they just stare at each other silently in the eyes. They just kind of ignore you guys immediately.
Let's get it on. Sorry.
And
Is it palpable?
Is it palpable?
if you have an insight check above 10, yeah,
Hey.
or an insight score, insight. If you have wisdom above 10, yes.
Okay.
when
So Craig
she
doesn't
looks
know.
at me.
I'm just kidding.
No, Craig gets a boost for romance. Craig is there.
No, Craig does know. He has a 12.
Mm-hmm.
She
Craig's
looks at
just
me-
in the armor, and he just leans over to Tello, and he goes, "It's palpable."
Gross.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Ew.
When she looks at Greta, Greta's not gonna bow, but do like a little head incline. And smile back.
You could swear her
Like-
eyes very momentarily flit to something hidden under your cloaks at your neck, and then back up. Kitsuyuki and Yelik Tananth are fully ignoring you, just staring at each other in a long and awkward silence. Until
Mom and Dad. Sorry.
Ew.
They're my parents
What?
legally.
until
parents.
Legally?
That's not true, Landon. They don't have
a
laws.
moment later, really only the very perceptive among you gather that a very small mammal just lands in the center of the throne, sort of just next to Kitsuyuki's. So Yelik Tananth and Kitsuyuki are the two furthest apart, opposite sides. And this little kind of like flying squirrel-like thing, kind of like a chinchilla-ish, just lands in the middle of the throne. And then it spills out in this explosion of hair out into this sort of 18-foot tall, the biggest of the three so far, individual that just reclines in their throne. And here you can see an individual you don't necessarily know. Or excuse me, this individual lands next to Yelik Tananth, opposite. And he is, oh man. To say that this individual looks almost animated is, Abby Winston discussed. They are, he's just
What?
massive. He's like almost 20 feet tall. He's rotund. The individual is covered head to toe in fur. Very, very, very thick, soft, luscious fur. Their face is somewhere in between felid and canid, and they have these very large, broad ears that stand up, and the fur at the top wisps into large coils. Their fur is this very complex, dappled epaulette pattern that goes back and forth between like creams and then like a very warm sort of cinnamon brown. And wrapping around their strong, long legs, their limbs are all very long and powerful and thick, but they also have like this, or he has this big kind of round, fluffy belly. And when I say the fur, like, there are probably many unique, fascinating details to the physicality of this individual. You can't, it's all general because there's so much fur. And it's not like some wild animal. It's like the most pampered house cat in the world in terms of fur. The dude looks just freshly groomed, and this huge pine cone fluffy tail spills out from one side of his hip around his leg, and it's just on the throne. His eyes are this burning amber, and there are these slits, and as he just lands and reclines into the throne, the warmest smile spreads across his face. He just slides backward and completely ignores Kitsi and Yelik Jonathan, just looks at all of you all and smiles.
It would have been so funny if the cat from the house was actually a member of the Sealy Court.
I was just thinking that.
And he's
so
in
funny.
his throne tiny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm like, each time one of the people come in, Greta's like terrified. She's like trying to mimic their facial expressions. Like she's
mirroring.
She's trying to, maybe like halfway subconsciously, but she's like tries to return the warm smile. Who knows how successfully.
This quiet does not extend long before you all can hear and flying upward from very broad, green, dazzling, crystalline wings is dragon from the landscape lower below. An ancient dragon flies up from the rainforest, up toward the platform. And on it rides dazzling, brilliant light.
What was that you said? It cut out, Zachary.
Dragon, on it rides a dazzling figure of brilliant light. The dragon rises up, lands and clasps onto the very brilliant crystalline throne. And where it lands, its tail wraps around. There are many dragons you are not familiar with. You are not dragon experts, though you've run into a few. Few alive are in the material plane. But this dragon, its scales are like a polished metal. Its face leads up into this conical upward turning point, and the back of its head is like another, as if a metal moon crest was inserted down into its skull and shaped part of its face. It's slender and exaggerated. Its eyes are brilliant pools of living green light. Its wings spread away into green dust that falls away from them. Off of the nape of its neck is this wisping green moss-like beard that runs down. I'm going to send a picture in lore and reference. None of you all know what a moonstone dragon is, but for the listeners, they may look that up and
He's
perceive
so
it.
pretty.
That's
Oh my
gorgeous,
God.
It lands
Zachary.
on the throne.
I want a
There
tattoo of
is a
that.
stride its back. Astride
Are there
its back
fireflies?
is, yes, literally coming out of its wings, and then floating around the throne. Astride its back is a 19-foot tall, incredibly slender, incredibly lean humanoid. There are certainly details to their physicality, but the person, who is made entirely of dazzling, what looks like diamond, but to identify the crystal would be hard at all, and none of you are Craig.
Did you say they're 19 feet
Everything
tall?
is so reflective and refractive that you have trouble making out where is the edge of the shoulder joint, where is the center of the hip. They are sleek, slender, and gracious, and perfectly carved. They look almost fragile. Their face is tall and exaggerated and illustrated, fine, and their expression is mute and flat. And the sound of crystal very gently rubbing against perfectly smooth metal just as the individual slides down off the side of the dragon, almost the size of the dragon itself, reaches up, seems to kiss the dragon on the side of the face, and then just strides around the rim of the throne and sits down in the throne. One of the two thrones in front of you all, like directly in front. So you all have Yelik Tananth over here, Fluffy Dude over here, empty throne, Crystal Person, empty throne, Kitsi. And this crystalline individual, they sit down in their throne. And they sit perfectly erect and straight. That furred individual, he is lounging in the way only a cat and dog can lounge with a flexible spine. But the crystalline individual sits perfectly erect and temples their fingers, not in a vicious controlling way, but relaxed, as if all their joints naturally settle into that position. And the dragon just alights its wings and then it turns and glides away. Each of the members of the court begin looking to each other, regarding you now. They tower above you. You feel so small before them. A moment later, you all hear as thunder rolls around and lightning cracks as an inclement point of dark sky grows very nearby in the sky. It rises. You all can see Kitsiegi smiles and leans forward in her throw, looking away from Yelektananth. Yelektananth's eyes dash, almost somewhere between excitedly and nervously, toward that cloud patch. The furred lord, his ears lay flat back against his head, like a cat that's uncomfortable by something. His tail puffs up a little bit, and his pupils dilate. The crystalline individual turns very softly and smoothly, rotating their head, and the storm cloud roils up around the throne in between Kitsiegi and the crystalline individual, until it sort of blows by you all, occluding your vision. You are kind of covered in water until there's one loud lightning crack. And there's this flash of light where you guys have to cover your hands, and as the cloud drifts away into the distance, sitting in the charred lapis lazuli throne is an individual. She's about 22 feet tall. She's huge. Not only is she tall, she is bigger than every other individual here. She is big. Her face is broad. Her hands, relative to her own side, are huge. Her forearms are thick and corded with her muscle. Her shoulders are wide. Her stomach is broad. Her legs are like tree trunks. Her feet are massive. She is big. Thick braids lock down her head and pull tightly into this long braid chain that moves down her shoulder, studded in a heavy metal clasp. Her face is broad. Her features are prominent and strong. Her skin is like a deep, dark blue, and there's this sort of water-like dappling quality to it, always shifting, as if... And she looks hard. She looks stern and strong. But it's like her skin looks like stone, and it's like just above the surface, as if there's always water playing across it smoothly. She is covered in thick, hardened leather, like a sort of leather mail, and her thick muscles tense and creak against it as she shifts into her throne. Her position is coiled and heavy, and around her, across every once in a while, from her broad shoulder down to like the breast of her chest to her stomach, they'll just arc like a little of electricity. Her eyes burn with light, and she just stares directly at you all. Each of the members look to her.
Because I've seen her before, I give her the same nod that I gave Kitsiegi. Kitsiegi.
I've seen her before?
You've met a third member of
When did you meet her?
I thought we met... Oh, never mind. I just know about her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
you do
can
recognize
we
Thuras,
infer
the Roaring
that
Thunder,
it's...
of whom you've third, but you certainly have never met a third member.
Okay.
Okay.
I had her in my
We
notes.
can infer that that's probably her.
The other four members look to her, and then all four of the other members look toward Yelektananth, who leans forward in his throne and simply says, "Court, I give you the fun, guys." And
But
everyone
there's-
turns and looks at you all.
There's still one empty throne, though. Am I correct in that?
You see an empty throne
Okay.
in between
Which
the
one
third
is that?
individual and the crystalline individual.
Okay.
Bazz takes a breath, drinking in deep Craig's R of courage,
Ooh, yes.
He says a quick prayer for the first time ever, and he just says, "Make her help me," quietly.
Oh.
Bazz
But-
can't see it, but
Wow.
when he whispers it, a
Ah.
little bit of golden sort of aurora first flame just burns around his feet
Oh.
and dissipates.
Cool.
I feel like just taking in that breath and feeling the courage is, I don't know, enough of an answer for prayer that he feels. He feels reverent, but he doesn't feel afraid. I look at each of the members of the court and I address them and I say, "Hello, court. My name is Bazz. This is Craig, Gretta, Ro, and Tello.
Gretta nods.
So does Ro.
We're called the Fun Guys, and we stand against the evil one."
They sort of look back and forth. The furred individual, he gets the biggest, just a massive grin.
Mhm.
And this deep sound generates in his chest until it resonates outward, and it's just this big, like a purr, and it comes off in this wave of energy that flows over you all. And as you all feel it, like all the hair stands up on your necks and your bodies, you feel this warmth, and all of you are given a bardic inspiration.
Aw.
All 5 of you.
Oh, it's a
Bard cat.
Well, he's an
What's the
archfey,
bonus
so
from
he really
him?
doesn't have a class.
Okay.
His bardic inspiration is a D20.
Oh my gosh.
What? I'm shook.
And all of you have it.
Wow. Wow. Oh, he likes
For
us.
whatever reason, this individual seems very pleased with you all. And he just lounges a little further in the throne until, like, he's resting on an arm, but the other arm just straightens out and hangs off of the side, the way that, like, dogs and cats hang their limbs off of things. This individual is so strange because everything about him seems so warm and fluffy and soft, but those slitted eyes, it feels like a tiger's very happy with you. Where you're like, oh, how beautiful and sweet, and that's a tiger. Is the energy you get
Can I
off of him.
ask 2 questions about his appearance real quick, just so I can get a better
Yes.
idea?
Yeah.
How tall is he, like, in comparison? Like you said, one was like 19, one
They're
was
all
22.
Plus.
Okay, so bigger than
he's
like
the second biggest. He's 18 feet
Okay.
tall.
he's
no.
18 feet tall.
The crystalline individual is like a foot taller, but very
Okay.
similar. In
And
this individual's
then,
very
like, is he more like you said, like a cat or tiger vibes, or is it more like a tabaxi where they're
Real-
like humanoid?
closer to Tabaxi,
Okay.
but if Tabaxi's in the middle between cat and person, this
Yeah.
individual's a little closer to the end.
It's okay. Cool. Cool.
Wait, can I tell what throne are they sitting on?
He is sitting on the throne next to Yelik Tenanth. Also, as a quick reference, Yelik Tenanth, fuzzy dude, empty throne, crystal dude, Kudos.
For some reason, it's hard to hear you, Zachary.
Oh, sorry about that. Yelik Tenanth, fuzzy dude, empty throne, crystal guy, Thudas, Kitsiki.
So they're okay. So they're like in a C shape around us.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I tell what? Can I tell what?
At some point, but
Throne? What his throne is made of?
sure. His throne is cat's eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
The whole throne, warm and
Like my dice?
amberish. Yes. Exactly. The colors shift as the light moves around it. Kitsiegi leans forward and says, "It is lovely to finally meet all of you. Yellictonanth tells us that he has great faith in you, and that with his divining eyes, he sees your place at the possible end of all things. Do you all believe that this is such a path you are on?"
Yes.
And the crystalline individual, when they shift, there's this like shifting, breaking glass sound. This like as they shift very slightly. in their throne and say- and just say, "Please, tell us more."
There is a grave evil that all of you know. I've known long before we have. People stronger than us have died fighting it, pushing against it. But for some reason, the Baker is guiding us towards a confrontation with it. We have spent all of our energy and time since we met each other, whether knowingly or unknowingly, coming together and bringing allies with us to muster up a force, a will, a power to keep the things that we love safe, to keep people safe, to keep home safe. And if that means being there at the end of it all, then that's where we'll be. Because I'm this journey so far has been built on trust in the Maker, and as of right now, I don't know. I don't know how we'll defeat him. But I feel like the Maker does. And I feel like he's gotten us here. And doing nothing's not an option.
I need to keep the conversation moving. I don't want to get... But any time you all, especially as Bazz speaks, they are not one body. They are not a governing council, similar silence. They are so different from each other all. Crystalline individual is just reticent, just a stone. Taking in your information, listening to it. Cold. There is an energy off of this individual. Every time you look at their eyes, you feel your breath. There is a great peace from them. Neither positive nor negative stillness. The furred individual, he is just pleased with everything you have to say. And Maker, his brows alight curiously. When you talk about Zord, he gets a kind of frowning face. Yellow has that erratic, intense, slightly uncomfortable energy. Kitsiegi is transfixed on you, and her it's not that she's very flappable, but reacts to each thing you say, as if for all of her existence, she's still really considering every last word. Thus, she is not unmoved by your words, moved by every word. When you speak of the Maker, she scowls slightly. When you speak of the great evil, her brow furrows, and anger paints her expression. When you speak of doing nothing, she sort of sarcastically chuffs. And as you finish your statement, you say doing nothing is not a choice, she speaks up. And her rough voice is preceded by one single pop of electricity, just and precedes her words as she says, "We are not considering doing nothing, mortal." And Kitsiigi sort of like looks at her, never with aggression, but sort of this sort of look sideways, as if to temper her, which seems to land nowhere. The crystalline individual to her right looks at her very intently, just quits looking at you all at all. When there's the pop, the feline individual, he twitches with it. And she says,
Does his tail poof out?
just a little, yeah. And as he twitches, he's very broad. He has digits. They're thumbs, but they're so thick that they are a little bit in between fingers and paw digits. When he does, the very cute, fluffy-looking individual, some 13-inch claws slide out momentarily and scrape the front of his throne before retracting. Yeah. Well, you have to remember his hand's 4 feet across. And they just, these huge recurves.
His hand is the size of Gretta and Ro. Oh my god.
Those claws look like they would just cleave you. Like they would just cut you apart.
That's hard to even put into imagination.
Thuras continues and she says, the survival of your realm would be lovely, but it's not our concern. We bring you here today for the survival of ours. We understand the Hate King's danger. We understand his cost. And where many of the other members here, Kitsiigi seems to be under whim of her personality. And where some of them, there's an intensity to Yellow focus that can sometimes make it seem like, even though he can change that focus quickly, like he can be hard to distract. The crystalline individual looks completely unflappable, but when she says we're aware of his cost, you watch her try to fight and fail to control, her eyes darting to the empty throne before they look back to you. And she says, we have devised a possibility of protecting our realm from him forever. But it is drastic. We task you not with saving us all, but with telling us if we all need to be saved. And the crystalline individual from her right shifts slightly, again with more of that sort of like sharp bell chime sound. And as they shift, they say, we understand that you may not succeed against the Hateful One. We look for you to be emissaries of a message. For if you fail, there will be no time to spare. Our plan is drastic and lengthy, and its facilitation would leave no room or margin for passivity. We agree upon few things, and we have come to this agreement at the strange vision of our compatriot. And as they look over to Yellow sort of gets a slightly unhinged smile and says, he looks to you, Bazz, and he says, we are considering, if we have no other choice, breaking the ordinance of the realms and separating the Fey realm from the material plane forever.
Preemptively, I assume. Not waiting.
There are a series of nods. The Christian individual doesn't move at all, but a series of nods from around. Kitsiigi chimes in now and says, it is not an ocean that all of us see with equal merit. And a very intense look flashes up at Yellow and then to Thuras. But she continues then and says, whether or not it can even be done is a question. And if we do it, it would come at a cost very grave. This notion, though its exact shall not be made known to you, is one you will keep secret. And her expression is warm, and her eyes are severe. And she continues, and she says, if you see, in those most final moments of your realm, not that your life is forfeit, but that your realm is, that all will be lost to him, we ask that you would come to us, that you leave your realm behind, at least one of you, and that you would come inform us in whatever detail you can, perhaps with few dying breaths, if that fire must be lit. The furred individual shifts very slightly from his relaxed position and says, what we are saying is that if you take our accordance, and we'll consider it a deal with each one of you, then you are agreeing to use a mechanism we provide to immediately leave your realm before your final moment of expiration. Come here and prove to us with your waking, beating heart that there is no more hope for the material plane. This and only this will move us to such drastic action. Thuras resumes now and says, the question at hand is whether or not you can be trusted, whether or not your perspective is worthy of such determination. And the last part she says at Yelachtananth. She looks back to you all and she says, and some of us question whether or not you would even survive to make such a judgment.
Pause, not for long, but he takes a moment to think and to weigh it. Literally long enough for there to be enough of a gap to tell that he's doing it, but not long enough for there to be an awkward pause. And he asks,
some of them are patient with you. Some of them aren't.
Can you tell me more about this mechanism?
The crystalline individual, the names of two of these individuals you still don't know, lifts up an arm, and as they lift a hand, the palm so very thin, the digits of which so long, as the digits roll outward, they seem to catch light and flash, as if it's just their movement under light, because every bit of them is somewhat partially transparent and refractive, until you realize that magic is running up the arm and out of the fingertips, and as they flash, floating in its hands suddenly are just 5 rotating stones. Each one of them an elaborately gorgeous crystal that just looks like a very delicate hollow frame. And that individual says, it is not a young secret that individuals from your realm long learned ago how to mimic one of our creations, to crush stone and walk across the world. These are stones which you would crush to fall through the realms, to move from your realm very instantly here to ours. Entrusting you with this would be to give someone the key to our home. Their hand folds and all the stones disappear. They lay their arm back down and continue. If you pledge yourself to our agreement, you are saying that in your final moment of expiration, you will abandon all else. Home, loves, and purpose. Crush this stone and come here to us, signaling, telling us that it is time to do what cannot be reversed.
I look to the other fun guys around me, just to get like facial expression.
You get the feeling that they're permitting you to speak with each other, should need be. They're also definitely listening, but you know.
Hey, boss. What do you think about this?
A little closer.
Why we switched to
I turn
common?
around and I don't whisper. I
None
turn
of them
around
speak
and
common.
I speak plainly and calmly, like knowing that we're heard.
Sure.
Probably that our thoughts are heard. I don't know. And I say, guys, I can think of no better option than my last breath's being taken. If all hope is lost, knowing that somewhere else gets to live.
Yeah. I
If
look
it's
at
truly the end.
I look at Tello to see what Tello's thinking.
Tello's brow is very furrowed. He's thinking hard. Man, is it a bummer that Mike isn't here. Her reason for not being here is so good, but man, could we use a little mickle in this pickle. But Tello's just thinking hard, brewing an opinion that he'll bring up after all the player characters have spoken.
Ro looks to Kitsiegi. I'll get it eventually.
A horribly hard name.
And she cautiously says, if we were to do this, would it ensure the life and safety of your realm? Would it be an absolute to save the Feywild? Or the Feywild?
She looks to your eyes and meets them sharply and says, look to your gods for absolutes. There is no promise. It is the best mechanism we have devised, but it is no guarantee. Each of the fun guys contemplates. Craig says something really poignant. And then Tello sort of turns inward to you guys. He lowers his voice, even though you're probably not capable of keeping what's said from the Sealy court, but he lowers his voice and he says, does that mean that if we take this deal and we're in some sort of a desperate last-ditch moment, that we have to abandon whatever's happening there? That we're sort of... Like, how exactly does this look if... I don't know.
Yeah,
We will have to have the judgment to know if it is too late. That will be a call that we'll have to make.
I mean, it's obviously...
In this, if we take this deal, we can't have. There's no absolute devotion to. It has to be absolute devotion. There can't be a partial devotion to one world or the other.
No,
mean-
it's the Bazz. I think, probably impolitely. I think he starts talking at the end of Greta's sentence. He says, "No, it's
Sure.
if everything is ending, if it's done, if it's gone, if there is no hope, with basically our last breath, we should come here
I just don't. My initial thought is I just don't know about abandoning my world. You know, going down with your own ship kind of thing.
I think
I understand it.
I think it's better.
I understand the importance.
If the question is dying with the material plane or saving another one, I would prefer to save another one. Because a death that means nothing means nothing.
Well, it wouldn't mean nothing if you're fighting till the end.
That's what
you did all
do.
you could.
That's exactly what we do.
Tello's Rose thought is making some sort of an impression, and Zach is playing devil's advocate for the role that he thinks Mika might be arguing, but trying not to influence anything too much because he's not player's character. And he says, "What if our deaths are asynchronous? What if this going down with the ship thing doesn't align one by one? What if my death is far before yours? And it feels a little self-important, but what if the fate of our realm is a little determined by whether or not we're there?"
Well, I think
Yeah.
We won't know.
Right, but if we take this deal, aren't we pledging ourselves to one side of that knife?
Yeah.
Might be the edge of a blade, but I don't know.
My concern is, with all respect, and Rose kind of darts her eyes to the court.
As you look around, a thing is dawning on you. Part of this evaluation is happening now. You realize this is why they're making you talk this out in front of them. They're all watching you like the feeling of being under a microscope is painful. And as you lower your tones and hush close to each other, you watch their faces react to the things you say, and you're like, oh, they can hear every last word you're saying.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
With immense respect for the Sealy Court and the Fae, I just don't know if I could, even if it is the last ditch effort. I mean, they're not. But they're not.
Why are we here? Why are we here?
But I guess what is the deal? Because I would rather defend all the realms and save as many as we can than just take a deal and just try to save one. With all of the powers here,
I don't think that's what it is.
They could help. And
we're already on the track to. I see what you're saying. I see that inherently there's an argument for separation instead of unity, but we can fight. The idea is that we fight to the end. Once the end comes, not of our lives. This isn't about the end of our lives. Once the end of our realm, we might not make it to the end of our realm. If we die in the fight with Lashla, or if, we eat a wrong berry. Our death, the stones aren't about our death. It's about the death of the realm. So the idea is that we fight up until...
Ro, you are the one that believes that this means something. You're the one that told me that. You're the one that convinced me that this isn't random. That there's a purpose to what we're doing and why we're doing it. But we're led here for a reason, for a purpose. And we're here to save our realm.
I still believe that.
Wait. We're here to save our realm. We're here to receive the knowledge of the Book of Secrets, to use it to save our realm so that we will never have to come back here. I don't think we will have to. I think that we're meant to be triumphant. I think that we're meant to win. I think that this is bigger and stronger than us. But I don't think the Maker would allow us to just die. If he could allow one of us at the very end, at the right time, to make a difference. And I did not believe that a month ago. I did not. So I'm asking you to have faith. Knowing that this is the choice that we may just have to make in order to save our bell.
Ro gets like almost like a twinkle in her eye, like hearing Bazz talk like that and everything. And then she kind of yeah, that makes sense. If we can't, I understand.
I'd be willing to go by myself. I mean, I don't know if we'll have the luxury of a choice, but if something happens, I mean, I would love to die at the doorway of my home. But if making this choice means saving my home, I'd rather do that instead.
Yeah.
Tello, listening, nods ahead and just says, Bazz, you make a point that they're also giving us the choice to agree individually.
Mhm.
That's
You're
true.
not wrong.
And I think that, at least for me, I think that this, I don't know.
I would understand if any of you would just couldn't make this choice.
Me too.
I would love to be able to do it unanimously. And
Tello just gives you a very respectful, like a very he just meets your gaze and nods.
I give Ro a big hug.
Ro hugs back.
Like an honest, earnest one. And I
Greg
let go.
awkwardly joins in a moment after.
It makes sense, Balls. I agree. I mean, I've said that we would have to do things, and things happen for a reason, and it's more of a pride thing, I guess, that I feel as though I want or I need to go down with the ship if something happens. But if I look at the big picture, if there is absolutely nothing else we can do, then like you said, if we could save another's world, then it would at least be worth it.
Craig takes your hand, Ro, and squeezes it a little too hard. Not because he's too strong, but because he's not factoring in his strength plus having a metal gauntlet on his hand. But as he squeezes a little too hard, he just says, oh man, I can't match the emotion of Micah's voice, but he just says, and you know, Ro, whatever choice you make, you'll still be one of us.
Boss
Still a fun
nods.
guy.
Doesn't say anything. He just
I know.
Tello just looks at everyone and says, are we ready to choose?
I am.
Yeah. Ro looks to Bazz, just kind of nods.
you're okay with it?
Yeah.
Just player question. I feel like we should wait for Micah, or like at least let Micah make her own choice.
Okay. Oh, you mean not pause this moment eternally, but not specify what Craig chooses.
Yes.
Good call.
Yeah.
I was like, well, Abby, I have bad news, but now
No,
I'm
no,
with
no.
you.
I just
That was a
wanna
fun
make it
session,
clear
guys.
for
Okay, bye, listeners. Good luck.
You know what I mean?
Abby, I think that's totally the right call.
Yeah, like kind of just not specified. That makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe we can like. Does it matter if we're unanimous, DM?
it appears, if you understand correctly, that unanimity is not at all required.
Okay,
That they are
okay.
judging whether or not they want to permit you this opportunity,
Yeah,
and that Bazz could then be the only one,
that's true. Yeah.
and he would be the one to grant the reward. If Rose's convictions point her a different direction, it's the thing they are offering is that you are convincing them that they can
Yeah.
trust you with it, and then if they can
Mhm.
trust you, each one of you as individuals
Yeah.
is
Okay.
making your call.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, I see.
Okay. I lock eyes with every single one of the fun guys individually, sans Micah Craig, and I like nod, just to have final
Really nods too.
confirmation. Well, I don't even nod. I just lock eyes just to like get an answer because I don't know. I don't want to pressure anybody. I feel this is right. I feel like Bazz is trying to say that, but I don't want Bazz to be like I didn't want to do this. Bazz made me do this.
Yeah.
Like
Are
I want it
we-
to
are
be
you-
clear
that
that
way.
like,
We are in
hey
roleplay.
guys,
Here we are in roleplay.
Landon,
like he meets your gaze
you-
earnestly and is like, "What do you want to do?"
is this like, are we ready to answer, or
Yeah,
are
we have to
we?
answer, right?
Okay,
Tell her
but
just
we're gonna
on.
give our. Are we gonna give our?
We're gonna
own-
give our own answer though, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but I
Person
don't want
answers
to. I don't want to
individually.
engage them again.
Got it.
Yeah,
until, like we're ready.
Yeah.
And in
Right.
the background, each of the Fey Lords and ladies is just like just frozen, waiting for. They're just on pause.
I smile at Bazz and just say, "Bazz, we've come a long way. I'm glad we have found mutual understanding with each other."
Greta's looking kind of emotional, and she grabs Tello's hand and just kind of squeezes it.
Tello, he squeezes it back and smiles. There's a little uncertainty on his face, but it's not like he's in some desperate place. Just he squeezes it, and the face is very bittersweet, but he smiles back.
Oh.
Goldfish. And then, sorry. Then when does the party turn back to the Sealy Court?
Mhm.
I turn
Yeah.
back to the Sealy
Yeah.
Court and I
Yeah.
say, if the court is willing to offer and trust us, then we're willing to agree.
I thought
And
we were
that's
each gonna.
Yeah,
Whatever the name of the, I understood what Lane is getting at. That he's saying that we're ready to answer, not that we're all
Okay.
agreeing. I understand what Lane is saying.
Okay, okay.
The furry Fey Lord, whose name we still don't know, smiles. Yellick Tanoth, you swear you watch him kind of exhale a little bit, like as if almost slightly relieved. Kitsiege smiles. There's still very little emotion on the crystalline figure's face, and Thudas's brow is still furrowed, and they too look at each other momentarily. And Yellick Tanoth grimaces slightly, but nods a little half. And the furred individual really says, "Is that really necessary?" And Thudas says, "Your willingness is admirable, and we've heard great tale of your capability. But some of us still have your doubts. This is not simply a question of your willingness, but of your survivability. Do you consent to a trial?"
I do.
Greta nods.
Craig puts
Bro-
a hand on Star Splinter.
Ro takes a deep breath and nods.
As I say I do, I also whisper the sylvan word for shield, and my shield on my bracer opens up.
And I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh God.
I'm scared.
Yo, Zach, just a reminder, be patient with me as I play Micah's sheet for the first time. Thank you. All right.
Oh.
That's all.
I have a question.
He didn't
Or
long
go
rest.
ahead.
Frozen? I think Zach's frozen.
No, he's playing. He's being a little
Yeah,
stinky.
he's being silly.
Zach, I
Did we
think you're
long
muted.
rest?
I can see his eyes moving.
Yeah, he's.
Tell me
he's
that wasn't
moving.
pretty good. But tell me that wasn't my best one in a while. Tell me that
Okay,
wasn't my
did
best
we
one. in a while.
long rest after the thing?
This is super important. No, you haven't yet.
That's what I thought. That's very worrisome. Okay, wonderful.
Here we are.
Hate it here. I have a question.
Yeah, what's up, Broham?
I don't know how long we've been talking, but does that little nice D20 Bardic Inspo, is that still going for a while?
Still there.
Or it's still there for how
You
much
didn't get
longer?
that for no reason.
For
Who
how
has-
much longer? We don't know. How would we not know?
I have a very important question that actually has technical capabilities in what we're about to do, Zachary.
Well, Zach said bye.
Okay.
He said no.
Zachary, Craig is wearing the Ring of Regeneration,
God.
right?
You look so scary.
I'm going to have to do stuff with Micah's sheet. I just need to know if Craig's wearing the Ring of Regeneration.
We can't hear you, Zach.
I have to go get a snack. I have to go get a
Okay.
stress snack.
I have to pee. May I pee really quickly? I have to pee.
Oh,
I
man.
have stress pee.
This is going to be an episode where I have to edit a lot, huh? All right.
Yeah, if everyone could just give me 2 seconds of silence.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good. Okay. Can everybody see that? Can y'all hear me? Can you guys see that? Oh, they've all run away. Sorry, my phone does this really cool thing where anytime I turn it back onto the Discord app, it takes it off of the deafen I previously put it on, and then everyone's voice chambers echo and devolve into a horrible madness. Are we taking a sudden potty break? Is that what everyone said?
I don't know. I think they left. Question.
Yeah, they all left. Okay,
Craig
yes.
Craig is wearing the Ring of Regeneration, right?
No. He was to have his scar healed, and then Ro was like, okay, my turn, I want to regrow my hair, and she took it back. She has it
I just
to regrow
have
her
to
hair.
get a
And
stress
Ro is
snack.
full health.
Do you go back to full health when you put the ring on? How long does it
Nope.
take to get all your hit points back?
You get 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes. So if she's had it on for however long, maybe we can roll
Gosh.
for it, but
Yeah, actually, very importantly, I think you do need to roll for it. That means she's had it on for, let's say she's had it on for it's been a while. I want to say 3 hours.
3 hours.
So what's that? That's, what's
What are
3
we
hours
talking
divided by
about?
10 minutes?
I'm talking about your ring of
6 times 3, 18, so it'd
Regeneration.
be 18d6.
Oh, wait. Zach,
Yeah, what's
the
up?
whole time that we were waiting for the Sealy Court to show up, is that considered a short rest?
Because you were doing nothing but
Ugh.
standing around talking, I will actually take that.
So what does
Okay.
that mean exactly? What can we do with that? I forgot.
We can use our hit dice, right?
Jackie, you can
Yeah, you
roll
all can roll hit dice.
18d6
A thing you've
and
never
recover
done.
that much
I know. I was
HP.
like, I don't ever do that.
Can you help
Ring
me?
of Regeneration
So,
is, you guys have one of the best items in the world on.
Look
I
at me,
get
Jackie.
12.
Jackie,
I'm
look
looking
at
at
me.
you.
All
I'm
right,
looking at you.
You can roll 18d6 until you have max health.
What?
Do that,
How
Just
is
do it.
that possible?
because you have the Ring of Regeneration on.
I do?
You do. Roll it.
Wait, I do?
So,
Yes,
Landon,
you
Okay.
do.
Okay.
That's what Zach said. We ask no questions.
Okay.
We only do things he says.
Landon, can you help me with
Yes,
hit
Because
dice?
Craig had it to heal his scars, and then you took it back to heal your hair, and you never took it off.
No, I
Yes.
did take it off because I didn't.
Why are
want
you doing
my-
this?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
We just
No,
cut
no,
my
no.
hair a cute way. Okay.
No, I remember now. Jackie is right.
Yeah,
Dang,
I
that's
don't.
the ultimate. Where's the homework moment? No, she's
I'm so
totally right.
sorry.
She gave it back. Boz is the one who had it. Boz, if you're missing any hit
Yeah.
points, you have them back.
I'll take it. I'm missing
Yeah,
35
take
hit
it.
points.
To be clear,
So
you guys did get a short rest,
Yeah.
so you can roll hit dice if you want.
okay, I just knew I didn't want to take it and not use it because I did take it off because Ro was like, I like my hair short now, so here, take it back. So I just wanted to be real.
Jackie's character doesn't get 18d6 hit points because a month ago, Jackie the player was like, I like this look.
That's such a Ro thing, though. Let's be honest. Okay, short rest. How does this work? One or more hit dice at the end. So one or more hit dice at the end of a short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice. Can someone explain this to me?
So
We've
yeah,
never done this.
You have your hit dice. It's right under the hit points in your class features in the player's handbook.
Yeah, I
just
know
look
my
it up
hit
later.
dice.
Okay, so you
So
get
how
one
many-
hit dice per layer. So I get 12 d8s. So I can roll 12 d8s, add those to my hit points until I'm back to max.
So I can roll 12 of mine as well, right?
Yes, and then
Beautiful.
you take that away. So like if you only need 4 to get back to max,
Yeah.
then you have what?
You can add your con modifier to it.
You can add your con modifier.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I just rolled an 8. That's beautiful.
It's incredible how hard it is to die in 5e.
Don't
So-
say that.
Well, I mean, it's true. But, oh, I didn't mean to just fully close that, but here we are. Okay.
What spells do I
So-
have prepped?
Can you guys see the map?
Why didn't roll in?
Oh, yes. What is everyone's initiatives?
Oh, yeah.
You add dex to initiative, right?
You do add dex to initiative.
Mine is 12.
Ah!
I got 12 as
is-
well, but my dexterity is
5.
20. If that makes any difference.
So is it 12 plus 5?
No, mine's 12, but I think you go over who has the higher dexterity score.
girl, you're so right.
Oh.
Why don't I trust the words you say more by now? Yes,
I was
and
like,
then
what
what
do you
did
say?
Krieg get?
I thought you were being silly, Landon.
Craig actually didn't do too bad. What's his dexterity? His dexterity. This is a
Not awful.
what in the world? This is a character sheet I'm not used to seeing.
Yes.
He rolled
yes.
a 15.
And okay, the way Micah runs her sheet is interesting. A bunch of things are scribbled out and then written over it, and it's very much the inside of Micah's brain. Yes. So you have a +1 in dex. So was 15 your total?
15 is the total. Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
So
What did
you rolled a
Greta get?
14. Greta got a 5.
Okay. Sick.
Okay, I'm back to full
It's
health.
actually pretty
which
good
is
when clerics have
lovely.
low. It's good when clerics have low initiative. And then what did Tello get?
Yeah, but the way
Ella
Abby
got a
plays,
13.
she's in your face.
Yeah,
New
but she can
Greta.
do less with that.
New Greta, I did look at my sheet and I was like, where's inflict wound? In a moment of panic, I really want to inflict some wounds.
Always. I'm up to max hit points again, so that's exciting.
Okay, strategize with each other for a second as I write down
So what
initiative.
what is our initiative, just so I can remember it? Who's first in initiative? Is it Landon?
No, I rolled a 12
Oh.
like you.
Ella got a 13.
What did Craig get, you said?
15, I think.
15.
So it's Craig, Tello,
Yeah.
Bazz, me, Greta, but we don't know where the other thing is, but that's our order.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's Tello, Craig, Boz, Ro, Greta, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing a trial. Do you think he said we can strategize. Are we working together on this, or are we
Yes.
each getting something
Yes.
to fight?
No matter
Okay,
what.
are we working
we're
together
working
or are we fighting each other?
I
How does
don't
this
mean
work?
are we
Should
fighting
I
each other.
attack
I
you?
just mean like, are they putting would they put 5 monsters, one in front of each of us, and put us each in a glass box?
No,
so
this
that
is
we're
not
not
Star Wars
helping-
episode 2
What
Attack
a
of the Clones.
gorgeous, beautiful segue to the map. If you guys will look at that.
Oh
really
yeah.
quickly.
Duh.
So, I
my
should get
gosh,
a big
you're
long
right.
stick to point with. That would be so
well,
smart.
see, for a second,
Um,
I thought the throws.
Oh, he's going.
Can you
thought
guys
the
see a
throws
laser
were
pointer on the
little
map? You
boxes.
can.
He's
Phenomenal.
going.
Okay,
We're
so
gonna get a
what's going to happen
tab
next
up
is I'm going to
there.
say some vital information, and if you don't hear it, you don't hear it. So right here,
Can you
these
do
are
me a
you
favor to
guys
get my
in front of
notes
the
up,
pool of
Zachary?
water.
Me too.
What?
I have my notes
What?
up.
What notes?
So the yellow one right there is Tello. This purple one is Greta. No, Ro.
Alright.
This red one is Boz.
All
The
right.
blue one is Craig. The green one is Greta. And
Okay.
then these are the 6 thrones in front of you. So this is the massive platform floating 650 feet in the sky. This is the
Lovely.
pool of water in the center. It's light blue. It has a swirling depth that seems to spin in the middle. Deep down, you haven't seen more of it. These 6 thrones right over here on this side is Kitsiyigi. This is Thuras. This is somebody. This is an empty throne. This is somebody. This is Yelik Tananth. Still don't know the names of the other 2. When Thuras says, "Will you accept a challenge?" and you all say yes, the following happens.
Okay.
Right here on this side. Okay, yes, I have this right. Over here where I have this black marker, if you look to the laser, appears in like sort of a burst of green mist, this tall, thin, lithe to the lithest, live, okay? The most thin, most exaggerated creature. It is a mantis humanoid. It has...
Sorry.
These long, arching.
There's another stink bug.
sort
Zach,
of-
can we role play all of a sudden about seeing the mantis as I get this thing? away
Yes,
from
and
me?
you do that now as I
A
quit.
mantis. That was my role playing of mantis.
That was really good. You,
Thank you.
offered something to the listeners just then.
I know. I'm
you
so
contributed to the
good.
experience there.
I'm
My
great.
favorite part of these sessions is when Landon goes, "Oh, stink bug." That is. I'm so sorry.
Can we make it a
Landon?
giant stink bug
It's
instead of a
great.
giant mantis?
Oh, I like the mantis. The mantis
I know,
That's
it
is
was
off
there.
at the end of the campaign.
Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to spoil that for everyone. I'm sorry.
One of these days he'll learn about a bug zapper, but he's not ready for that yet.
But would that help with
We're actually
stink
just a-
bugs?
Yes.
How does that work?
But anywho, electricity
It's
runs through
gone.
them and then they quit being alive.
No.
So,
I know that.
the creature is tall and lithe, and it's got this brilliant emerald carapace, this 1,000-sectioned eye. Its chest bows out into this broad frame. It has these 2 insectile wings and these arching, branching kind of ear-like structures coming off of its head. In its hands are 2 very long, thin gold rapiers in either hand. And I'm going to send an image in lore and reference now.
Pretty darn cool. I don't want to fight it. It's really cool.
Oh, it's like a
Whoa.
knight. I love that, Zachary. That is so
like-
cool. These things are gonna be hard
For
to
once,
hit.
I'm
Every
using some source material.
every artwork you're showing us is like, I'm just like, that would be a really dope tattoo if someone wanted that.
Yeah.
Well,
Today.
you can get it. And this is a good day to be a patron because I'm gonna, if I remember, I'll upload all these later. Shout out to if you're a DM out there, Strongholds and Followers by oh my goodness, what's his name is a phenomenal book. So the same guy who made the Illbriggers. Anywho, appearing on the other side where you all can see this white tile marker. In sort of like a burst of flower petals is this tall, exaggeratedly elf, pale skin, white long hair, incredibly long ears, very lithe figure again. His armor is a series of long leaves laid over each other. The collar of this exaggerated mantle blooms out into flower petals, and in his hand is a restringed, a massive long bow, quilled and dipped in like flower petals coming away from him. And I'm going to send his image in lore and reference now. Just the
Beautiful.
fayest fay thing that ever fade. And then lastly, in the middle of your
So
screen,
pretty.
you see where I'm pointing to that marker, appears, there's this of dust. And rising up out of it is another. What? What could it be? It's lithe. They're all lithe. Because Fae means skinny, apparently. It is a lithe, darkly brown armored, full plate knight. The limbs are thin, and in the central hand is this brilliant white gleaming, inwardly hollow and blue-lit sword, like one contiguous piece of sharpened stone. The figure is wearing this long, tattered cape of this dull brown that's all one continuous piece of fabric that is like crunched and broken, falls away into dust at its edges. And the figure's head sits in beneath the high metal collar of the armor that comes off the shoulders, so you can only see above the eye. The face is sallowed and dried like a skull. There are 2 blue motes of eyes in the eye socket, and the head dissolves away into a plume of ash that rises up away from it. I'm going to send an image in lore and reference now. These are the three enemies who stand before you. Yeah, that last one's pretty metal.
Bazz,
Very metal.
he looks at them with respect and does a very short bow, almost like a duel,
As Bazz bows in his dual stance, all three figures, the Mantis Knight stands with both both blades pointed downward. The Orchid Count just has the bow strung, and the Ash Marshal is holding the sword in the way of the picture, and all three figures just bow simultaneously with Bazz. And then
I do a little nod.
They're gonna go first.
What
I hope
is-
y'all are ready because they're speedy boys. They're a lithe
Speedy
Feywild
boys.
guy.
Yeah, y'all lost.
Oh man. Oh man.
And with that, we're gonna start with the Ash Marshal.
He's in the middle.
Let's see. Okay, I wrote down strategy notes about them. Yes. He stands resolute, and his eyes look to Ro.
Oh, hi.
And actually, no. Who would he? Bazz is the
If
one
we weren't
who's
in combat
clearly
right now,
Bazz is the one who's
What's
so
up?
clearly Fey. Yes. Yeah, he'll look at Bazz, and this reedy, thin, hollow voice will just say, and as his eyes flare and his swords flash, Bazz, could you give me a charisma saving throw?
Yeah. I think
Was
Craig
that
actually
in
has a bonus.
Sylvan?
I get a +2 to saving throw since I'm next to him. You said charisma?
That is correct. Yes. That's his aura of courage?
From within 10 feet of him. And I was standing next to him, I
Oh.
thought, because I said I was trying to be close to his aura of courage. No, it's his aura of protection.
You
Aura
are
of
no, you
protection.
are exactly correct because he is blue and you are red, so you're right next to him.
Okay, so aura of courage, +2 bonus to saving throws, aura of protection. Sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the d20 and stop
High level
talking.
party's pretty dope, man. Landon. Guys, combat.
So I get a. You said charisma, so that is a +1. That is a 10, and then a +2. That is a 12.
Okay.
I don't tell me what the result is, Zachary, because I'm trying to decide if I want to do something.
Sir. Oh, also, Landon, thank you so much for saying that. Yes, that is how those D20s will be working. When you need to use them, if you use them, you are going to add them onto a roll for something you don't know the result of yet. Thank you so
Okay.
much for clarifying, Landon.
Sick.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it because Bazz is the kind of guy that has to get started rolling early, and if he doesn't get rolling, he's gonna be behind. Oh man, I might regret this, but I might not. I'm gonna roll my d20 Bardic Inspiration.
Watch him roll a
So I
1.
have a 13.
Let's freaking go, Bazz. I'm giving you.
I got an 18. So 13
So,
plus
what does that mean your roll total is?
my roll total is 31.
isn't it? Bazz, the voice echoes and bounces around in your head and in your ears, and as you what you all watch is, as the voice wavers over Bazz turns away from the enemies and looks to Ro next to him with this sort of aggressive look on his face before the cat lord from his throne. I mean, I'm leaning too hard into the cat thing. He looks like a lot of mammals. Before his claws just flex slightly and his pupils dilate, and there's just this amber flourish in Bazz's eyes before he blinks and snaps out of it. And you are not dominated, Bazz. So what is it that you do instead of being dominated at the beginning of your turn?
Is it
Or
my
no,
turn?
excuse me. No, that's just no. It's not your turn. What am I doing? Okay, but that was a huge save. Very cool. Okay, well then in that case, what's he gonna do? He's just going to close some distance. So, After it doesn't work, Bazz, he just lowers the sword to his side and he strides. And each of his steps don't sound like the crunch of armor. They sound like... And wherever he steps, ash falls away from him. And he just strides calmly toward Gretta with the sword lowered at his side. And that is going to be his turn. Because he took a really big swing at that and missed. That is a phenomenal start to this fight for y'all. Now it is the Mantis Knight's turn. Wow, it's so nice to just go to a source material. I should do this sometimes.
So glad I used
okay.
my bardic inspiration.
It's a good call. The Mantis Knight is going to do something really unexpected. And he's going to rush in and start swinging on people. Yeah, so... Greta, the next moment's awful, because he just...
Which dot are you saying I am? I'm the green dot.
Excusing. Ro, the next moment's awful. The
Sorry,
speed
Ro.
at which,
So sorry.
like an insect, just the coiled tendons behind tight muscles that only invertebrates of the animal kingdom have allow him to just... And it's that sound. It's like a... And he is just... There's a flash of green and he is in your face. The mouth parts of the Chelicerae just moving apart. And as they move apart, he pulls out two rapiers. Rapiers. And there is just this flurry of quick jabs with the rapiers.
Sick.
A weapon you purport to use. And he's going to start by making 2 attacks on you.
Fence.
Wow, I rolled a 2 and a 4.
But you probably have a huge...
You know he has a plus 15.
Yeah, so it don't matter.
What's your AC? Well,
13.
okay, I missed with both.
She does
Well,
know
that
how to
sucks.
finish that from the orphanage.
I do know
She's
how
like, I
to
told you
Um,
guys I was a nice orphan.
And Ro, as he descends upon you, you react and instinctually pull the rapier from your side and you... And as you parry them away, there's a moment where you just go... And everyone watches Ro parry this Fey being who stops, clicks the Chelicerae, and then resumes with 2 more attacks.
Of course.
That will hit. And that will hit.
Yeah.
Um,
I got too excited, is what happened.
but wasn't that a really cool
Yeah.
moment?
She got too
Yeah,
excited.
you got him.
Yeah.
You got him to take you a lot more seriously. Oops. That's, okay. Oops. Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 4 is 11. Ro, you take 20 points of piercing damage. As there are just 2 really quick jabs, and one catches you under the armpit, just misses your artery, and just sort of pokes all the way through your lat out the back. Just
Owie.
and then the other catches a notch in between the sections of your armor in your inner thigh. Just jabs you and wince in pain.
Not cool,
That is the Mantis
dude.
Knight's turn. Next up in initiative, what's up, Craig? It's your turn.
Greg's
What's
turn. I
up,
think there
Greg?
were 3 Fey guys that went first, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not. But
I
the
think
other guy can go
Telos
first
before
if you want him
Craig.
to.
Hello's before Craig.
Yeah, Tello. No,
No, it's
Tello got a
Craig, then
13.
Tello
Tello.
got 15.
I don't mean
I-
to brag, but I have a pretty good initiative system.
No. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. That is me. All right,
Craig
Craig's
got a
turn.
15, Tello got a 13.
All right, Zach. I am looking at handwritten notes on a computer screen that is
You are.
a little bit
You are.
difficult to
And
read.
it's
but
up to you
what
and I
assume
both
is
to
the
interpret
best
it.
choice is to say, I think Craig would probably pull out Star Splinter. And which one would he attack? Let me look at the map. Craig is right next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He could close
and
in on the Ash Marshal. He could also go after the Orchid count at the side.
he's going to go after the Orchid because he's going to want to protect Ro.
Well,
Do you mean the Mantis Knight on the other side?
The Mantis Knight. Is he next to the Mantis Knight? I'm having a hard time understanding.
I
I'm
should
sorry.
do a bunch of clarifying. Sorry, forgive me. Also, remember you can click on that screen and maximize it to be the largest thing. So this is blue. That's Craig right
did.
here. And the Mantis Knight is over here with Tello.
Oh,
and
so
Ro.
Craig is blue, and Mantis
Yes,
is right
you're-
here, right?
Yeah, and then the Orchid counts over here. The Ash Marshal's right here.
Oh, okay. Craig.
It's confusing when you're not
who's,
physically
Who's to
present
the
in
right
the
of Craig? Is it Ro? Is it Greta?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Greta's the
green.
green here on the tail end.
All right, so Craig is not going to go over to Ro because I think he's going to look over at Bazz and be like, "Hey, you gotta handle your crap over there." He is going
Okay.
to move next to the Void Marshal guy, whatever he's called.
Okay.
And he's gonna whack him with Star Splinter. And I don't know how smites work exactly, Zachary. So you're gonna have to help me because he's gonna smite him as hard as he can if he hits. How do I have my
Hand
character
was your
sheet up?
back. I'd got it. Did I move him to the right place?
All right,
Did I move him to the right place?
you did.
Is Craig
Thank
where you
you.
want him?
Yeah.
A smite is a bonus action on your turn. So before you take your attack action, you bonus action, key up your, and when you hit, you use it.
I thought you could do it once you get confirmation that you hit, right?
Ooh.
Like you don't waste
and
a
yes.
smite.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now,
Okay.
DMs rule differently on this, but that is absolutely the rule at my table. So, at our table, yes. So you can
Cat.
roll to hit, and if you hit, you can be like, okay, bonus action, smite. Yeah.
All right. Craig's gonna walk
Be a lot of
over,
ancient
and
black
he has a
dragon.
+9 and a +1. Micah wrote. I don't know where the +1 comes from, but I assume it's correct.
That's yeah, it's honestly pretty challenging to decipher. Here is what I can understand from this. I mean, Craig's I think what it is that he has a +5 to strength and a +4 to proficiency bonus, and then Star Splinter's a +1, so it's a +10.
Oh,
Now,
you're right.
why
that
not
does
just
make
write
sense.
+10? I couldn't tell you, but yes.
Okay. All right. So Craig's gonna roll. Craig got a 19. Does he crit on a
on
19?
the
Does
Ash
he have that
Marshal?
feat, or is that not him? Yeah, on the Ash Marshal.
What a important question.
I don't know if he
think
has that.
That's just
feat.
fighters and barbarians, but I'm gonna look that up really quick while you start rolling dice.
All right. So
And,
he's gonna roll
A 19
2d6.
will not hit.
A 19 will not hit.
A 19 will not hit.
Wow. Okay. Craig misses. And
As Craig pulls out Star Splinter and slashes with it, the Ash Marshal, who's been walking calmly, looks away from Ro, turns his head quickly, and just parries the strike with his own blade.
oh my gosh.
Wait, the Ash Marshal was
Yeah,
also
Ash.
coming towards me now?
Mm-hmm.
On
They're all
top
right
of the
there.
Yeah,
Mantis?
girl, you're in a bad spot. Yep, you're in a bad spot.
Why don't they like me? What did I do to them?
Sucks to be you. You do not
so-
have improved critical, so you do not crit on 19.
Craig is going to attack again. Dang, a +10 to hit didn't hit. That is a 26 to hit. I really hope that one
The
hits.
26 shall hit.
All right.
That doesn't hit.
All right. So Craig is gonna pump up how hard is a divine smite? It looks like Micah had a divine smite. Can you upcast it?
You can upcast. Now, she doesn't upcast it for reasons I've never understood, but you can. And that's where it does more damage.
Right. So Craig is going to upcast divine smite to the 3rd level.
Sorry, I'm not trying to slander Micah while she's not here. Just she should upcast. What level is he casting at?
3rd level.
Okay.
So that is an extra 2d8.
Yes.
So it's 4d8, and then takes an extra 1d8. Right, he has improved divine smite, which takes an extra
Mhm.
1d8 radiant damage. Is that per level,
Yep.
or is that just
That
on
means-
top, flat?
No, just on top. That would be insane. But it means that
5d8.
he's got a 5d8 bonus of radiant damage.
Okay, 5d8 bonus radiant damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. that.
Rogues and paladins. Nobody can do as much damage as rogues and paladins.
All right. So he rolls for 5d8, right? Yeah, 5d8.
And this is why paladin crits can get so crazy.
All right, so he rolled 26 total, which is not bad.
Dang.
No roll was less than 4. And so then he's going to also add... Why does it say 1d6 plus 1d6? That's just his regular damage, right?
Yes.
So that is... Now I understand the panic that you guys feel every time you have to roll multiple times. Oh my gosh.
Melee classes can be complicated. I mean, there is a curve to them. It's the one curve to learn, but it's a big curve.
+1. Is there anything else that will give him damage?
It should be 5d8 plus 2d6 plus 1.
All right, he deals 38 points of damage.
Wow.
Hot dang.
Does he have Healing Word?
Yes.
Actually, I don't think he does have it prepared.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if he can do anything with a
For
bonus action,
paladins-
Zachary.
Paladins, it's not like preparing like how druids do. I think Micah took Healing Word. I think he always has it if he has a spell slot available.
I don't
could
see
be,
it.
If I'm
Let me
correct.
check really quick, Landon.
Okay.
Let me check. It could be part of his subclass.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Because
I'll get
I
it easy to
know
go.
that Micah's used it.
And also, in your defense, Landon, again, I'm not ragging on Mike at all. Her method of character sheeting is certainly confuses me. That doesn't mean it's confusing, but I am confused by it.
Is Lay on Hands a
Um,
bonus action?
Probably not, because it's so powerful. But
As an action? Yeah, it's an action.
Well, that's my. You used your bonus action.
Oh, you're right. You're right, though. I did use my bonus action. So that is Craig's turn.
Ah!
Hey, that's the most confusing thing I've ever seen.
What?
I solved that on my own at break. Micah's character sheet says Oath of Devotion. And
Where?
some of her features look like they come from the Oath of Devotion subclass.
She doesn't
But
have the...
Craig's subclass
I guess we'll figure it out.
is the Oath of Reformation from the Deep Magic thing. So, we'll come to that later. That's not a right now problem. Awesome. Next up, it's
I'm
possible
Craig,
Micah hasn't
smash,
been using
but not angry. I'm reformed.
class features. After the second blade is deflected away, the Ash Marshal moves his hand back to parry, and Craig takes his shield, bats it to the side. Star Splinter lights up with blue light, and as he shouts, his eyes flash gold tongues. The deep magic come out, and he just plunges the blade forward in the chest. And as the metal crunches in, and ash falls out, Marshal doesn't make any sound, as if feeling no pain, but certainly seems damaged. Next in initiative is Tello.
Awesome.
Abby physically cringed with pain.
Okay. Oh, cool. So normal. Okay, Tello is the yellow dot. Tello is yellow.
Tello is yellow.
Okay. He can't really hide, can he? I don't see a place that he can hide.
He can jump in that water and see what happens. I'm just kidding.
I'm a little afraid of that water.
No, I agree. Don't listen to me. That was a joke.
Okay. He is going to... How tall is that water thing? The thing? Off the ground?
It's level with the ground, the pool of water.
Okay. Cool. So no place to hide. Not great
Pool of
for
water.
him.
Yeah.
He's
not a
gonna
great fight
pull
for
out
him.
his... Okay, he's gonna pull out his rapier.
Oh. Oh.
And
I think this
who's
is
that
what
little...
happened.
Who's the big purple dot?
Bro.
No.
It's me.
The big one.
Oh, the big one.
The big black knight.
Okay. Oh, jeepers. DM,
Mm-hmm.
is it a bonus action to throw a potion?
to in our campaign in our campaign drinking a potion for your administering a potion to someone else is an action. Throwing a potion we've never nailed down. But I'm feeling zesty. So yes, right in this moment, throwing a potion is a bonus action.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Fascinated.
I'm just thinking. Okay, he's
Find out
gonna.
what that means.
Can he jump
Are you
over?
saying
No,
something,
I
Harry?
don't want to do
No,
that.
you're thinking.
Okay. We are going to.
Do it. Do it.
He's gonna attack the mantis man with his
Okay.
rapier.
In the flurry of rapiers going on over here, Tello goes, I knew you had to sing. Pulls out his rapier that you've never seen. I mean, he's actually he's practiced times, even though nobody believes you. But and he trains with Craig with it sometimes, but you've never seen him use it. Lunges forward with it. What did he get to hit?
Oh, I didn't roll.
Yeah. D20 plus next proficiency. Uh-oh. He's doing, hey.
Can't use bardic inspiration on.
You can add the
roll a hit,
D20 right now.
can
If you want. Yeah. Yeah, you could use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do it
do
right
that.
now.
I'm gonna do that. Yes. Hey, so I added
This
on.
is 2d20.
Wait. Okay. I rolled a 1, but then I rolled a 5. So is that 5 or is that 6 or is that just nothing?
Well, if I had known it was a nat one, that would change things, because nat ones at our
Sorry,
table are
I
nat
should've
ones.
said.
Except that I
Okay,
gave
nat
you the
one is a
special
nat
D20
one.
rule, so we're gonna roll with it this evening. So it's now 6. Plus, what is
okay.
his proficiency?
Is it
Was
12?
proficiency bonus is 4. And his dex is 3, so that should be 7 plus 6, which I believe is 13.
7. Is a 13 hit?
Tello goes, I knew you had that in you wrong, and he pulls out his rapier and he goes, you're screwed, Bugman. And then he lunges forward, and the Mantis Knight just parries it and looks at him and he goes, and that's Tello's turn. Next up.
Okay, wait, I have more things.
Yep. And then Tello's going to.
He's going to cunning action, bonus action, disengage.
Oh, sick. Cool.
And I'm gonna think 5, 10, 15.
That's really cool.
Okay, he's gonna go around the back of the fountain as close as he can to this white guy. He is 35 speed.
A white man.
So Tello goes, he goes, you're screwed, bug guy. He lunges. The Mantis Knight just immediately parries, and then Tello goes, and he like faints like he's gonna strike again. And as the Mantis Knight goes to parry, he just goes, and he turns around and just runs away, and runs around the fountain.
Okay.
Amazing. I assume that's his turn.
Yeah, that's all
an
I got.
action movement. Next up in initiative is Bazz. What are you doing, Bazz?
Bazz is going to cast Obdurate on himself. I still got it prepared, buddy, and it's not concentration.
Oh, I love that spell.
So thanks for that, Zach. It's not a
that spell is
concentration
so
spell.
dope.
So that is his action.
Describe that for us, Landon. That's a huge spell. That's your 6th level spell?
No, it's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah. Bazz, you know how the staff used to glow a little bit when he used to cast spells? Well, now the little flecks of it in his like skin kind of glows as he kind of takes his fist and like bumps it on his chest. And then it has built a phantom in it, and as he pulls it away, like phantom comes off like a lightsaber.
Oh, Landon! From his throne, Yellick Tananth just smiles.
And then he is going to cast Vicious Mockery on the Orchid Knight.
Because he could do it as... Oh, dude. Awesome. So Bazz obdurates himself, and then he just pulls Phantom away. The metal hilt without the blade just turns into that white mist blade, and as it pulls to the side, you notice, well, Gretta and Ro, with your 20 passive perceptions in the middle of combat, somehow you notice 2 or 3 of the Archfey bump their eyebrows when Bazz pulls out Phantom. That blade seems recognizable to them for some reason. And then Bazz, how do you vicious... As he pulls his blade away and the little toes of his shoes go... ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, how do you vicious mockery the Mantis Knight?
Not the Mantis Knight, the Orchid, the bow guy.
The Orchid Count, sorry. How do you viciously mock him?
Count. I look at him and I say... I just say, "You're too slow," which is what Sonic says in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when you can't catch him.
The Orchid Knight is like drawing an arrow, aiming it at Gretta, and as you say that, he goes and just like sniffles a little and goes back to aiming at Gretta. Like you really hurt his feelings.
Saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Gotcha.
Yeah, it has to beat an 18.
That's not a good roll. That's an 8. So as you yell, "You're too slow," he just goes, "That's," and a little tear rolls down his cheek. And how much damage does he take?
He takes 44. So that is 1.
Man, that's an incredible
Total
magic
3.
item.
Total
You guys are so
4.
decked out.
Total 8. 8 damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack he does.
Incredible. That's so awesome. All right, that's Bazz's amazing turn. Ro, you're up next. Oh, Ro, Jackie just took a shot and she wasn't ready for it. Ro, you're up. It's your turn.
I'm so sorry. I was
The real
trying.
bummer is that Jackie thought her mom was offering her whiskey and it was actually absinthe.
No, it wasn't whiskey. It was a neon green Midori, I think. It's melon liqueur. We're trying to make a Beetlejuice drink for my birthday, and it tastes kind of like medicine. But anyways, I know what I'm doing, even though I just took a shot of melon liqueur.
And that's a professional.
It's a green bottle, so, you know, it was in honor of her.
Oh.
So, Ro is going... okay, Tello's right in front of Ro, correct? But
No,
to the...
Tello's
Tello
Oh, wait, no,
is
Tello's
20
not.
feet away from Ro.
You're
right
right.
away.
Sorry, I was getting confused by the yellow dots. So that's Mantis Man right in front of me, correct?
Yes, Mantis Man and Ash Marshall are like pincering you.
Yeah. Okay.
she's not flanked though, right?
No, but she's almost.
I almost am. Yeah. I'm gonna turn some.
You know what? I hadn't thought about that. Anywho,
I'm gonna turn to Mantis Man, because he came after me first, and I am gonna sheath my rapier real quick and swing around. Maybe
Song
it did
splitter?
get to me. I don't know. I can't remember words. Song splitter. Thank you. And
as you like whip it around, there's a little just.
And I'm going to cast Shatter on him at the 5th level.
Oh, okay. Let's do this.
And it's when I play it, I haven't rolled yet, but when
It's a con?
they have to roll. Yes, that is correct. But
You
when
got
I
a
play
20.
it, you got a 20, which means they'll take half damage because my spell save DC is 17. So, but I just wanted to say when I play it, it sounds like a very metal version of the, you know, the you know.
Oh, so like it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. Inexplicably, somewhere nearby, there's like a double bass going. Let's know about that damage, girly.
Okay, so that is going to be 24. So half of 24. Ooh. So still not horrible.
No, it's not. I mean, for having him saved, that's a lot of damage. The wave bursts out, and he like hunches down and shudders, and a couple of his shells back a little, and a little blood comes out from beneath them, but quite a bit. It seems like these individuals might be equipped to resist magic. I mean, he had advantage on that saving throw.
I had a feeling since they're Fae, but what I did want to do with that, I got thrown off. But when I play that, I would have liked, if you'll let me retroactively do this, use my arcane inspiration to help out. Who's the closest next to me? Bazz. And so for the next hour, Bazz will gain advantage on their next saving throw against a spell or magical effect. And I'll mark that off my sheet, but I used that. So when I started playing the music, Bazz heard that and got that inspiration.
I have inspiration?
No, it's just called Arcane Inspiration. It's part of my...
but I just have advantage on the next saving throw.
That's what it is. But it's called
It's basically
Arcane
inspiration for a magical effect saving throw.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So a limited inspiration, yes.
Yes.
Dope. Really cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because if I move anyway, they're gonna have opportunity attacks, both of them, right?
Next up in the initiative is...
Can I ask a question before you go to the next initiative? The standard dominate person spell, if you're fighting the person that you're trying to dominate, you have the person that is being dominated has advantage on the saving throw. I just wanted to confirm if that was the same case.
That is very importantly. No, that's true. Well,
just in case somebody knows that and doesn't have to use up their bardic inspiration from Catman.
Here's where, because in a really weird reason after the session, they're not casting dominate person. Really weird thing. They're casting dominate monster, and it works for some reason. No, still has advantage. Okay. So, thank you, Landon. That is a super helpful rule check. Yes, if this gets used on anyone again, they have advantage. Thank you, Landon. That's very helpful. What were we saying? Next up is the Orchid Knight. Having had his feelings very recently hurt by Bazz.
Okay.
Yes. What's Abby?
No,
yeah, he rolled higher than you. Bazz, you got to his feelings so much that he just pulls the arrow out, puts it back in the quiver, and puts the longbow back on. He's not firing the bow. You really hurt his feelings. And instead, he unsheaths a rapier. Yeah. So he is going to use his movement. Dart up toward Gretta. And he's going to make 3 rapier attacks.
3? Like more than one.
One's a disadvantage.
The first one's a disadvantage, true. Okay, they were both 2 really good rolls. What's your AC, Gretta?
16.
Okay, so the first one hits. Second one's a nat 1. Third one hits. So that is going to be 8 plus 10, 18 points of piercing damage, Greta. As he just bolts up, and what does it look like as the first one misses? How does the first one miss?
He's attacking me with the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that she's like hunched. Greta's like hunched down, like looking like a feral animal with her cloak. I want to like, if I can, like her hair is like floating, and so when he like splashes at her, she just like kind of ducks, and she like maneuvers in a way that he thinks he's aiming at her, but he just gets like the corner of her cloak.
That's awesome.
And she's just a big mass of hair and cloak and fur, so he just shifts in a way.
Fur?
Not fur.
I did
hair.
not know Greta was furred.
No, just
as
hair.
the first
Sorry.
rapier slash just catches the side of your cloak, the immediate movements after jab you. The first one gets you in the shoulder, the next one in the leg. Just two really quick stabs. 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay, thank you.
And that is the Orchid Count's turn. Now we go to Greta.
It's a whole action to disengage.
That is an action to disengage. Disengaging may or may not be the move. You don't know.
Okay, fine. No, I'm gonna. Okay, wait.
Slaps.
Okay, I'm gonna. So does he get? Would I know if he gets all 3 attacks if I disengage?
No, you do not know the enemy character's stat block.
Okay, well, I was just curious. I'm
Okay,
going...
well, I wanted to ask, so shut up, DM.
That was a Seth Rogen laugh from me.
It was, and I wasn't going to say anything.
If I was going to cast a spell with a 15-foot range, I wouldn't be able to get the guy on the end, right?
I wonder what those words meant.
She's trying to cast a spell that has is it a radius of 15 feet or a diameter?
Radius.
Radius. So from where you are right now, you would
Do you
not
cast
be
it
able to
on
reach
a
the
point
guy.
or away from yourself?
It's from myself.
So then you would be getting everyone within 15 feet of you.
Got it. But so not the guy furthest away. Yeah, because he's just
No,
out.
Is that Tello or the Mantis Knight you're talking about?
No. The
Mantis
Mantis Knight.
Yeah, you would not get the Mantis Knight. You would get
Okay.
the Ash Marshal, the Orchid Knight, Ro, Bazz, and Craig.
Right. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna step away 1 block towards the red guy.
Okay.
Zach.
Yeah.
Can my fairy dragon go after Greta? Because he didn't get a turn after me.
Yes, I'm okay with that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, does
That's all.
he
Okay.
get an
So Greta, you
opportunity
step
attack?
away and prompt an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That is a 24.
Okay.
So we're gonna get another damage die here. As you dart away, another 7 points of piercing damage into the back of your shoulder.
Okay.
It's all quick darting, precise motions. Boogity, Luna.
Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna cast. Gosh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm
cast
taking a long
Boogity.
time. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians at the 6th level.
Oh,
The
6th level? Uh-oh, spaghetti-o!
would that be 68?
Girl, that would be 68.
Okay. And he needs to make a.
Well, that happens on their turns. They make the saving throws. They make the wisdom saving throw on their turns.
When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn.
starts that turn.
Well,
Okay.
So then, yeah, no, you're right. So it'd be immediately on this turn.
I don't think so. I think it's only when they start their turn, or if they
It is on their
It's just
turns.
when
Yeah,
they
it's on their
Yeah.
turns. I'm very embarrassed because I used to DM for this spell constantly, but it's been a long, long time. Because this was Mukai's go-to back in the day.
So do I roll the damage each time?
Yes.
Okay. Ugh.
Okay. So, Greta, what does it look like as you summon your spirit guardians?
So they're gonna appear as Fae because I can choose that. And they're just gonna look like the same. They're gonna look kind of like the same as they did before. They're gonna be giant Fae, like biblically accurate angels with like it's just like 1,000 eyes, like 1,000 2D reliefs of an eye just like slicing over and over.
That is so dope. And so, Ro, you and Bazz and Craig are fighting, and then all of a sudden, and you're just, and it's taking you a little while to get used to the fact that this is now a good thing that's on your side. Yeah, exactly, Ro.
And as I do it, I'm gonna like look. I'm gonna try and make eye contact with Kisiegi. I'm just gonna like nod again, because I'm like assuming she knew, but this is a.
Her face looks enchanted, and there's a big smile on it.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing it. Okay.
Next in initiative, we go back to the top with the.
No, we do Bazz's
My
dragon.
my
Bazz's
dragon
fake
guy.
dragon. It's Zalafax right now.
My Zalafax is going to fly around.
Okay.
He's going to hover above the pool, probably 20 feet above the air, and he's going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And he is going to produce the voice of Thoros, and
Yes, okay.
he is going to yell, scream as loud as he can make the voice come from where Thoros is, and say, basically like, sorry, I just had a moment where my whole brain just left my building. He is going to scream as loud as he can, and basically say like, you fool, like, go for the one with the metal.
Okay.
Go for the strongest. Go for Craig. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like go for the armor.
Okay.
Like go for him.
Minor Illusion can let you cast noise to other locations.
Yes.
Okay.
Minor. You create a
Hey.
sound or image of an object within range, within 30 feet, that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast a spell. Again, it lasts for 1 minute.
Okay.
Um,
So now all three need to make intelligence saving throws against his spell save DC.
Intelligence saving throw, yes, and the DC is 13. It's charisma save. Charisma save.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Mantis
Sorry.
Succeeds.
Sorry. 1 second. I think it's actually intelligence.
Well, regardless,
Intelligence,
the Mantis succeeds. Then the Orchid Knight. What's his spell save DC?
13.
Okay. The Orchid Knight also succeeds. And the Ash Marshal also succeeds. Sorry. That's okay. Sometimes we gotta shoot our
Would
shot.
allow
Ash
it. I
Marshal.
think. No, wait. If the DM would allow it, if it pleased the court, I think that Zalaf. No, never mind. Go. Never mind.
Okay.
I
sure?
withdraw my petition. Yes.
If it shall please the Sealy Court.
The Ash Marshal on his turn will
Make a saving throw.
try to hit you a bunch with. We'll make a saving throw, girl. You ain't even wrong.
Gum, Greta, pull up.
Is it more helpful if I
Uh,
remind you at the beginning or the end of the turn, DM?
No. Most helpful at the beginning, because that's when it
Okay.
needs to happen. Wisdom save.
Yes, my spell save is 17.
Okay, he got a 22.
Oh, that sucks. So
Hey,
68.
damage is damage. Damage is
Yeah, I
damage.
guess. Yeah,
Said you had to
58.
stay so dork. Did the music stop for anyone else?
Yeah. So 4,
Hmm.
5,
I'm gonna try and. You roll, Abby. You roll your dice and then half the damage.
Oh.
I mean, technically,
Buddy.
her first 6 is technically correct mathematically, but it is helpful to roll all 6 to give you the best shot.
Unless she
20,
rolls
so 10.
18 on the next 3 die.
A little bit higher. True. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so 10 total. Nice.
Really low rolls, but fair
Thank you.
enough. Okay.
I know, I got like 3 ones.
But it sucks.
I mean, mathematically, 3d6 times 1 is the same as 66 times 0.5.
What?
Mathematically.
Yeah, as long as you get the averages.
But your
there's randomness
chances.
involved, and
Yeah.
you're eliminating the possibility of just rolling 6, 6, 6, and getting 18 and being like, oh wow, that up. So.
If you're using gambler's logic, yeah, but every d6 is the same chance of rolling the same number.
Okay. Right, but we roll dice around here. Okay.
It only takes one more hit and you
So-
can win it all back, Zach.
The blurring image is cut into him, and his ashen form is deteriorating slightly. He looks he's gonna take a bunch of sword attacks. So he's gonna take the first one at Craig.
Me?
He'll take the first one. Me? Landon.
I said at the same
27?
time as you. A 27 will hit.
Why did I say? Of course it. Craig takes 13 points of slashing damage. The
Okay.
next one's at Bazz.
Equals 133. 1 second. You said
Bazz, I
7
don't mean to
points?
brag, but that's a 12.
How much? What?
Yes. No.
1 second. Wait,
13.
Wait.
Points of slashing damage. 13.
Okay. Okay.
13 points of
I'm
slashing
going to
damage.
use Yield Spiny Shield
Um,
as a reaction.
Well, that was at Craig.
You said he attacked me.
Not Craig.
I thought you said the second. Oh, okay. I'm
Second-
genuinely sorry. I don't know what my mind is
Attack
doing
is
right
a
now.
13 in this.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Second attack's a 13.
Got it. I missed so hard that he actually
My
had to
poor voice.
take a second.
Uh,
And since we're all very
then
respectful
the
fighters at
next
a duel,
one-
we allowed him to have the moment.
Thank you. Next one is against Ro and is a 20 to hit. Ro's muted, but while she's muted, she
That
takes
doesn't hit. I'm super strong.
13 of slashing damage. Huge strikes, just and blood flies. You deflect one of the strikes.
Oh god.
So he did attack me though, right?
Yeah, and missed.
Am I crazy? Okay. As a reaction, I would like to. He needs to do an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, you can get him even on missed attacks. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
Magical effects. Is this against a magical effect or no?
It is against one of my boon abilities, so I don't know if that counts. It's not a spell. It's not a spell.
Is your boon
It's
magical?
just the.
Yes.
It is.
Uh,
It is from
you gotta-
Yellow to not. So, well, some things are spell restricted. Like Speak with Animals didn't have a penalty in the islands because it was an innate thing that my race did. But
Yes,
that's
but it
the
is
only thing that's
magic, and his ability is against magic, so he got a 20.
Yes. All right. So I
Good.
look at him, and I don't know how you want to flavor this, Zachary, but I roll a
Sure.
d12, and he's going to take half damage, and it's going to be from the Mad Prince. So
Oh, cool.
That's dope.
he takes 3 damage. So it's not like super mad, just slightly.
Hey man,
Piff.
damage is damage.
He takes 3
Um,
psychic damage, and I feel like my eyes flash the amount of they reflect like Yellow Tenants, and
Oh,
his
sick.
mind just feels like a sharp like when you stub your toe, basically, in his mind.
Yeah. He winces away in pain, and Bazz doesn't see for a moment as the mossy mane of Yellow-Tenanth momentarily, just ethereally, just flashes around his head and disappears. Dope. Very cool. Next initiative is the Mantis Knight.
He takes his saving throw.
That is never going to quit being useful. First one's a nat 1. Second one's a 15.
Ooh!
19. Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
I hadn't added his modifier. That was very deceptive of me.
Okay.
Still going to do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Guys, when Abby does math, you don't know this, listener, but when Abby does math, she's having a visceral experience. She closes her eyes, she winces, she rubs her face. She kind of silent shouts, she rocks back and forth in her chair.
I'll be here to distract you.
People get exercised for less.
It's gonna be 15.
Okay. Hey, that's some damage. As the ethereal creature just whiz by him and impact his carapace armor and crack it and blood spills out, he's starting to look pretty hurt. Not quite bloodied, but close. In response, he's gonna... Oh, hold on. Somebody made a very good point last time. He's gonna move to flanking with Ro. Because I almost didn't...
Is he
catch that.
outside of my...
No. But importantly, the first attack has a nat 20, and that's why we crit fish. The second one has a nat 20. Guys, come on now. How great is that? The third one is probably bummer. The third one misses, but 2 nat 20s. That's not bad. So that's 48 plus 14. So that's 10 plus 14 is 24 plus 14 is 38 points of piercing damage, Ro. As the Mantis Knight just like buzzes around you. The way he moves is his wings lift him and he just like dodges to the side. And as he does and you're turning, it's just 4 quick. Oh. Fourth attack. I didn't do my fourth attack.
Oh, wonderful. Terrifying.
A 20 total hits. Yeah. Okay, so excuse me. 38 plus. Shoot. Another 12. So 50 points of piercing damage in one turn. Bad rolls can't last forever. Sorry. Zach's out of his slump.
Guys, Roa's down to...
Cushioned.
Yeah, Roa's at 10 hit points, just so everyone knows.
Just
Yes.
stabbing you. Ro, it's awful because it's just all these searing
No,
darts.
wait.
Just
12, 20.
Craig's
I'm
next in
sorry.
initiative.
Every point counts. Hold on. I did the math wrong. 26 minus 12. 14. I'm at 14 hit points.
14 hit points. Much better. Much better.
Yeah, I'm
Craig's
hanging
next in
on to
initiative.
every point. Ooh, okay. Wonderful.
What's Craig doing? Landon?
Craig is going to look at the Void Marshal, and he's going to attack again with his Star Splinter.
Girl, yas.
Attack with Star Splinter. That was cocked.
Landon, before you do
Yes?
anything, could you make a strategy check for Craig, who's an experienced warrior?
Yes, I will make a strategy check for Craig. He's going to go around and flank the guy, though. Is that what you're trying to get him to realize?
That's right, he is. Before that was what
Alright.
the check was for.
He rolls a 25.
It occurs to him vividly to flank the guy.
Oh, wait, I get advantage because he's flanked, right?
Mm-hmm.
25 is better than a 22. So he rolls a 25 on the first attack, and
That will hit.
he has one more third level Divine Smite that he can do. Sorry, I'm looking for Craig's spells on my own character sheet.
It's a lot to run. It's a lot to run multiple things at once.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
All right. So he is going to roll 5d8, 2d6 plus 1. Oh my gosh. 5d8,
Mm-hmm.
right?
5d8 plus 2d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Well, 5d8 plus 2d6 plus 1 plus 5, because that's the strength modifier.
I didn't have plus 5 the
plus
last
2d6
time.
plus 6. Which is also probably
Craig.
something Micah doesn't do when adding damage, but... Yeah. Guys, I have 2
Plus 7.
sleepy keys next to me, and it's
Plus
just so
2d6.
sweet. Plus 6.
Plus 2.
Also, if you
And
want me to
because
help
of
keep track of numbers-
Bazz's feature that I forgot to use last time, he gets to roll 3d4 for fire damage.
Oh, because of the boon of the first flame!
I forgot to do it the first time.
Sick! Holy crap. Craig's proximity to Bazz as he's swinging his sword as the Ash Marshal, Bazz like burns with this kind of rainbow light from the first flame, and Craig's sword, Star Splinter, sets on fire with golden first flame light. So Craig is swinging around Star Splinter covered in gold fire. That's awesome.
He does
This is about to be
51
wild.
points of damage.
51 points of damage. 51 points of damage?
On his first attack.
Guys. Okay, let's see that second attack. Oh,
All right, he
man.
can't do
An
he can't
advantage.
do Divine Smite because he already did a bonus action, so he doesn't have it anymore.
Yes. Yes, sadly.
But he's gonna.
Guys, I think Craig's about to
again.
hit a damage.
28!
A damage.
28.
28!
So he's
That's
going
almost
to do 3d8, right? Because he has plus. It's 2d8, then plus 1 because it's improved. No, divides Divine Smite. It's improved Divine Smite, so he just gets 2d8.
Well, hold on,
No,
hold on.
no,
He
that's
can't Divine
Smite.
Smite because he doesn't have the
Can't.
bonus action.
Thank you.
It's
just
2d6 plus 6.
plus 1. Yes.
2d6
yes.
plus 6. Yeah. This is,
That's
You're
5.
playing a whole brand new character. It's a lot. I think this is going to be Craig's new damage record.
6 plus 3d4.
Plus 3d4.
Okay, so 3d4 was not as great as you'd hoped it would be. 2d6 plus 6. Oh, I have one more. No, that's it. That's 3d4, and then plus. No, that's it. That's it. Okay, so he does 20 more points of damage.
Guys, Craig just did 71 points of damage in a turn,
Wow.
securing the second place all-time damage record for the Fun Guys.
Oh, wow.
Landon, Mike is incredible with her character, but you should have a conversation sometime about upcasting the Divine Smite spells. Craig charges around the other side of the Ash Marshal, and as he's spinning around striking at you all, he just and there's these 2 big slashes at his back, and the Ash Marshal turns to block with his armor, and the burning blue light of Star Splinter, covered in golden fire, just cuts through his armor, just and dust sprays away, and the plume of ash rising away from the Ash Marshal's head thins and dims, and ash is just pouring out of him. He's looking well past bloodied. He's looking thirded. No, less than. He looks real bad. That was an incredible turn, and the scope of this fight just shifted. Next up in the initiative is Tello. What is Tello doing? Probably firing a bow.
Okay. DM, I have some questions.
I have some answers.
I want so. Okay, Tello has his potions of discombobulation, and
Oh my
I want
goodness, I
to-
forgot.
to see if maybe I could use that. My question is, I have to turn the music down so I can use my brain. My question is, so in Tello's, oh, that's Thorn reference. In Tello's channel, it says, blah 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 blah. Cast confusion on all creatures within the range of the point you throw it at, and then there's a list. It says Dex check DC 10 up to 20 feet. I'm assuming that means that if I want to throw it 20 feet, the DC is 10, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What does that make the range of that potion? Is the range of
The range of the confusion spell.
Okay, got it. Okay, well, I will not be doing that, but I appreciate your clarification.
Now, okay, but tell me it wouldn't be funny if Tello hit the orchid count with a potion and then confused Greta. Tell me that wouldn't be hilarious.
That would be upsetting.
Be bad. But fun.
Okay, he is going to. He's going to.
I have. You
crouch
guys
down.
can't see it, but I had a big note on my GM notes that just says "combat in the first session" because I knew if I did it in the second session, we'd all get too sleepy.
So it says he's gonna like crouch down, but he knows that he can't hide.
Sure. Instinct.
Instinct. And he's gonna. Oh no, he's not. Sorry. He's going.
Is it throw at him?
No, he's gonna try and do Tasha's mind whip. But is that a roll to hit? No, it's not. It's throwing me off. It says you physically lash out, and I was like, hello. But he doesn't physically lash out. He stands where he is, and he lashes out with his mind to the orchid man.
Okay.
Is that the one?
This is a intelligence saving throw.
It is. And
First one's a 15. Second one's highest is a 15. Does that succeed or fail?
that meets it. So he
Okay, meets
It's
it,
a
beats.
15.
So he takes the
Is-
damage. He takes half damage, but suffers none of the other effects. So Tello crouches down, pulls out that spindle of silvery metal, and there's a little bit of Unsinian slipped in because he's learned most from Greta, and they speak in Unsinian with each other.
10. No,
Okay.
5, because it's half.
Hey, damage is damage. Okay. It looks. I feel like winces and bleeds a little from his head. It's all psychic damage. He's gonna have to see up after it. Next up in the initiative is Black. Oh wait,
Hey.
no.
No,
Yes, did you have a thing?
I'm sorry. I just got really excited.
Well,
I have a
that's
question for you at the start of my
spell.
turn, Zach.
No, never mind. Don't do a thing. Turn, Bazz.
Zach, my sacrifice of the first flame does not say whether it's an action or a bonus action. I assume what is it?
Holy actual crap! It doesn't, does it? That's big old boo boo in my pants. I'm gonna call that an action because it's a huge. That's the one where spell slots for healing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna call that an action. Otherwise, that'd be the strongest healing feature in the game.
All right. For a free action, can I ask Greta how she's doing on HP? Like how she's doing?
You can do
Good.
that.
What's your number count?
I tell Bazz 53. On a
Right.
scale of 1 to 81, I'm feeling
As a-
53.
In story, it's a free action to look over in Greta and see. Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna gamble a little bit, guys.
Oh.
Ooh, this is the
Zachary?
boss way.
I look at the orchid count and I say, I'm sorry to do this
Okay.
to you because you're the coolest looking of the crew. But
Both the Ash Marshal and the Mantis Knight look at you, offended.
They're so offended.
I look at him and I just say B and I cast polymorph and I try to turn him into a one of my bees.
Oh, sick! Wisdom saving throw inexplicably, right? D12.
I believe so,
Magic
yes.
rolls
It has. Hey, you.
First one's a little. What's your spell save, boss?
18.
He fails.
Ooh.
So, Bazz, as you look at him, you just say, and the bee comes out, bee, 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 bee. And the voices of the first flame, and he goes, and that's a shame because I didn't get to use a big feature with him yet. But he's a bee now.
Does he turn into a bee? Does he turn into a bee? All right. I walk over to him and if the D, listen, this is the only time I will beg for a rule of cool, Zachary. I'm going to beg for this. I will do anything to make this happen. Please allow this to happen. Please, I beg you.
That you can put him in.
I open up my bee terrarium and I scoop him in there as a bonus action.
Quick question before you do that, because I love the rule. I will totally let you do that. You know that once the spell ends, he'll not be, and then he'll just be the Orchid Knight inside the Orchid Count inside the terrarium, and that could be him.
He's gonna kill a bunch of Feywild bees from the Feywild.
I'm just saying you
that?
have the Orchid Count. I'm all I am saying. I am not saying he's just free.
I
am
have a
saying you'll have the
question
Orchid
for
Count
that.
in your apiary soon after. You're okay with
Would
that.
Would he be in there, or when he turns back, would he go big again and destroy it?
No. There's a lot to it.
Oh, okay. You cut in and out, so I didn't know
Been
what
there.
was happening.
I'm just saying, at some point he'll quit. I am saying.
I highly doubt he is gonna kill a bunch of Feywild bees. From the Feywild.
Your choice,
As a
man.
Feywild.
I am. It's maybe tea with them. Keep them all in the.
All right, I'm gonna whisper to him and be like, "Hey, man, look, if you want to stay, that's fine with me, but you gotta ask your mom first." And I put him in.
Okay, so let's back up to the rule. Cool. I am totally down to have do cool, and he's very confused because he went from being. And also, if you get the intelligence of the new creature, and that makes him. You need to catch him. I'm gonna call it the
Can't
highest
move.
DC in the world. They're mobile.
He doesn't have any actions or reactions.
But he's like
He's
an
just on the ground as a
AC
bee.
and an ace. No. You don't polymorph
That's true.
something and then it just goes like it's not. You don't polymorph someone into something and
No,
then
that
they just
makes
fall
sense.
over and
Okay, I'm asking for too
but-
much.
but-
I
but-
get it. I get it.
No. Let's roll with this. So give me a dex check to grab him. Give me an acrobatics check to grab him,
Okay.
and then attack of opportunity from the Ash Marshal as you walk there. But we'll get to that.
Okay. Okay, Zach. Okay.
Oh, I just ran over my own foot. That hurt. Yeah, what's up?
I can't use my grabbing grapple ability to like pull him in, right? Like I can't like.
No, probably not in this instance.
All right, I'd probably yeah. That is a a dex? That is an unnatural 20.
Ooh.
Bazz, you turn the Orchid Count into a bee, and then you walk up and go. You whisper whatever you say, and you just grab him out of the air and shove him in your apiary.
That's him all.
And he's-
Pokemon.
He's not there. He's not in combat anymore.
Ugh. Crazy.
What a wild move, and what a wild gamble that worked out.
If he kills my bees, it's his
also-
fault. He shouldn't kill a bunch of bees.
Hey.
Also, it's
maybe
probably gonna take a
he'll-
lot of work to kill 1,000 bees. Like that's
Maybe he'll
you know.
destroy everything you ever worked for. Maybe he'll do absolutely nothing wrong. Certainly a gamble. Who knows? He's in there now. The Ash Marshal swings at you as you're running away, and Craig deflects with his shield, we'll say, as he rolls too high to hit you. Or too low to hit you. Next up in initiative is Robob Me Bob.
Yeah.
The highest HP
No,
number.
my dragon goes next. My
Excuse
dragon.
me, your dragon goes next. Your dragon.
My
Okay.
dragon goes next. Thank you. I just watched the tab that has his information on it.
Oh.
I'm very scared now for my bees, guys. We can't let him stay in there. We have to do something.
I'm a little scared too.
Pause that
He's
saying, and then he's like,
fine.
"What have I done?"
I told him he was the most beautiful one of his party before I put him in there. So maybe.
Okay, Bazz.
Okay.
Give me
Okay.
a persuasion. No, you've done too much of this turn. I was just gonna let you try and flatter him, but okay. Zalafax is up.
Zalafax. I lost the thing as I was looking for my persuasion stat. Thanks, Zach. Okay. So
Thanks, Zach.
Zalafax
Wow.
is going to cast. He's gonna cast mirror image on. Is it self? Yeah, it's only self, isn't it? No. He's gonna cast color spray on the Marshal Knight.
Okay.
And
Is that like a cone or a point in range or?
it is a cone. A 15-foot cone. So let me see how he could fly around to
He
position
can do
himself.
it. He'll just either get the Marshal and Craig or the Marshal and Roe.
If he does it right over him, like if he stands up and
That's what I
shoots
was
it
actually
down
just thinking.
right above his head, like a tractor beam.
If you're willing to put him in melee range with him, I'll say he can do it.
Yeah, he's in melee range with him, and he casts Color Spray.
Okay.
Phenomenal. So
now know that when you use a range spell on a creature at melee. Nope. That's only for melee attack spells. Yep. No, you're good.
all right.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 6d10. And I'm gonna hope that I get some high rolls, guys. Pray that I get some high rolls. That is not high. That is also not high.
That's so cool. It's been
That's
so long
good.
since I saw something.
That's another good one.
It's pretty
That's
damaged.
another good one. I got one more. I rolled 3 10s, Zachary. I rolled 3 10s. Okay, that is 43 hit points. Is that equal to or more than his current hit points, Zachary?
Bazz, Zalifax flies over him with those like rolling wing beats one over another, and he just and all these little like this light spray just covers over the Ash Marshal. The Ash Marshal looks up at it, covers his eyes, and when he lowers his arm back from his eyes, the blue motes are gone, and he is blinded.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I feel like
Man,
Zalifax is
man,
trying to
your
impress the
ability-
Moss Dragon.
To take the tiniest little gambles and turn them into the biggest, most successful moves is incredible. You're such an unpredictable D&D player, and I love it. Next up in initiative
Zalifax is gonna fly
Ro.
away now that he's blinded and can't take advantage on him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say he has no idea. Zalifax just... Ro, you're up.
Okay. You said consumables and potions are bonus actions, correct? To consume them.
For yourself. Yes.
Okay.
That's my rule.
Yeah.
Because it's BS that it takes an actual...
Yeah.
This is dumb.
So I have one greater healing potion, so I'm gonna take that as a bonus action.
Yep, that's a good idea.
So that's gonna be
May.
15 points of healing.
That's important right now.
So that's gonna be 29 is what that is, I believe.
May.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I am going to look at these two dudes. They're still flanking me, correct?
They're still flanking you.
I'm gonna look at these guys. And Rhoda's not like being bloodied. And she's getting a little angry. And when she gets angry, she sings really loud and hard. And I'm gonna cast Cry of the Old Song. I'm gonna cast Cry of the Old Song at 6th level on these two guys. And it's gonna sound really crazy and lots of voices coming out.
Ro pulls out Song Splitter and just she does. Jackie, tell me if this is wrong. She like lifts up a note and she pushes it up into the top of the note. It turns into like a flyleaf scream that turns into like
I love
40 or 50 female voice. And as you play it, it like reverberates to everyone. You're just like, it like shudders all of your spine.
Yeah.
The
and that's going to be a wisdom saving throw
impressed.
from
Okay.
those two.
Okay, wisdom save from the Mantis Knight is... Man, this magic resistance is crazy strong. What's your spell save DC?
17.
Mantis Knight fails.
Oh,
Yay.
finally.
Does the other dude fail?
Ash Marshal fails. They both fail by 1.
They both fail. So they're gonna take 7d8 of psychic damage.
Oh,
Holy crap.
And
Great for
just
the
so
Ash Marshal,
you
yeah.
guys know,
We're done.
so for Tello, Gretta, Bazz, Dragon, and if the dragon's within a
Right.
60-foot radius, and
Everyone,
Craig,
for
you
everyone.
guys all get 3d8 temporary hit points.
oh wow. Wow.
This spell is so strong.
Sorry, I just lost all my papers. Okay, I'm gonna roll the 7
The scream that
psychic right now.
like as the scream reverberates over everyone, it's potent, it's frightening, but it's more. You feel things with the scream in your inmost being. Realities about the past become true inside you for a moment. And as the Ash Marshal and the Mantis Knight endure whatever they endure, you all are hearkened back to visions of terrifying power. You are hearkened back to visions of harrowing strength from sources that encourage you. You are reminded of the terrible, horrible, beautiful qualities of truths that your faith rests in, that your hope is found in. And they embolden you and heal you as you take your 3d8 temporary hit points.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Do those work that like so when I take damage, I take those away and then I take away from my other ones?
Girl, that's exactly how it works. You
Oh,
big
awesome.
brain, sharp elbowed son of a nutcracker.
I have a question.
Like psychic damage.
I have an answer.
I've never rolled for multiple enemies with this
You
spell.
just roll.
You just roll one
You
and
just
then
roll.
both
Yeah,
take
just
that
roll.
amount. Okay.
You take your dice, you roll them, and then I
Okay.
work with the numbers.
That's 31 points of damage to each of them.
Okay. Holy crap. Well, Ro, very importantly, how do you want to do this on the Ash Marshal?
Never saw it coming.
That's awful.
Oh my god.
As I play this, and everyone in this weird arena thing hears the voices of 1,000, whatever, I would like my magic, the purple and green and gold, as it comes out and it flows out of my lute and out of Rose's mouth and everything. I would like it to encompass the Ash Marshal, and as it goes up, it all the magic goes into his eyes where he's been blinded.
So cool.
And just the gold, if it's okay to flavor it this way, the gold, his eyes that have been blinded, are now just glow gold until it bursts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Heck yeah. As the reverberations flood into his eyes and the light burns, he just and he stiffens and arches his head up and his back straightens. He drops the sword, which just turns to dust, and his eyes burn with light, and he opens his mouth in a scream that's just a projection of light, just and his body just dissolves into nothing. The Mantis Knight on the other side of you goes, looks really concerned.
With my passive perception, do I see any of what the court looks like? What their faces
they're
are?
all
Any of them?
I mean, in an infinitely more relaxed, infinitely more reposed way. they're they're an NBA bench after somebody dunks. They're all just like they're all making faces like
Okay.
and actually I'll say this, Ro, meaningfully. Like Yelik Tenant has a broad smile on his face. Kitsiegi looks enraptured. There's reactions from all of them, but Thudas, her eyebrows are raised and she's nodding. Like you're convincing her of something.
Okay. Cool.
Now it's now it's the Orchid Knight. Now on his turn, he is gonna go.
He is gonna take.
No, he's not. He's literally in another realm.
Oh no, he's not.
Next up in initiative is Greet Tartar. What's up, Greet Tartar?
Oh, Zach, how are my bees treating him? Are they like chilling? Are they like confused? Like what's
Who knows?
Are they
Like, who are you?
heat balling right now? All right.
Who knows?
You're not impressed? I don't know what heat balling is? Wow, okay.
Wait, did you say heat balling?
I did say heat balling.
I thought you said beat calling, and I was like, that's weird.
No.
Yo, dude, nice.
Bees go hard. I thought about trying to turn him into a wasp, but I don't want him to die.
I mean, that
I
is
want him to
very
fit in.
specifically Japanese honeybees, but that is sick.
I know, but I thought you might have mercy, but you've had a lot of mercy.
I'm really impressed you knew that, and that made me very excited. Inspiration Landon. Okay, so
you were on the edge. I saw you. I was like,
I love that you brought up
it.
heat balling. That's so cool. That's one of the dopest bee behaviors. I'm a sucker for wildlife biology.
Behaviors. Sorry, I'll let myself out.
Jackie just gets up and leaves.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to cast. What's that ring around the red person?
Concentration ring on Bazz. Because he's
Oh, I'm also concentrating. Can I get,
Concentrating on
can I get one? Oh, no.
Yes, and you should have one. What are you doing?
I would like one. I'm Spirit Guardians.
that is concentration.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the 4th level.
Gosh, you are.
On the only guy left, and that's 76, correct? Because it's 3 to start with. Really hope that I-
76? And why don't you roll them razazzles? Yeah, guiding
No, I
bolts.
gotta roll the hit.
Mhm.
Okay. Oof. Okay, I can add my bardic inspiration to this, right?
If you want to, you can. You can add it on.
I do it.
Also, before you roll, I importantly want you to know my rule for this
Did I already?
in this one time, only this one time, is if the added roll on brings you up to a total of 20, that will count as a crit. Only for this one time.
What if I go over?
Then it's over. It's blackjack. It's a bust.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Theory. Yeah, stop. I have to. I'm okay. So I'm at a 16 now, and I'm gonna roll my. No, I went over. So it's a 20.
Well, you hit.
16 plus.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So I roll. I'm gonna roll my dice.
That's true. Abby, you're so good at this.
Meanie pants.
I was encouraging. Sarcastic,
that was
but
not-
encouraging.
I do not feel encouraged. I can't.
You know what? My students out there somewhere have to be saying something because in my classroom there's a rule that we build people up in here. But also
Don't
I'm
you
making
know
friends. I gotta rizz them a little. Razz them. Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
Hello?
it. I don't want to talk about it. I said the wrong thing. No, Jackie. No, stop it. No, stop. You guys can't see it, but Luna's curled up asleep to the right of me, and every time I get distracted, I just put my hand down on her and I go boogity 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 boogity. She's so squishy. Oh, I love cats. I gotta piss so bad. I don't know how bad racehorses have to piss, but
What? That doesn't
Guys,
make
who
any
changed
sense.
the name of the general channel to Vegan Scientology Dungeon Meeting?
Oh, I did
don't
that at
know.
the
Who
very
could-
beginning.
Who could
and
that be? Who could that be, Zach? Who in this
don't
group
know.
could be that?
I was waiting for someone to notice.
I noticed
It's
it.
been
and I
like that now
appreciated
for
it, Jesse.
hours.
While Abby's doing a couple months of
I've
math,
done my math.
Drew commented
I've done
in
my
the Barely
math.
D&D chit chat channel. Finally listening to a third watch. I thought y'all knew I was joking from Landon connects with me.
What?
Anywho, what'd you get, Abby?
25. Doesn't seem right. I'm gonna do my math again.
Well, how do you
Zach?
want to do this?
Wait.
You should take the victory, or you could roll.
Zach
all the
has
dice.
to go pee very
It's a
badly.
25. I did it right. I'm gonna say it shoots out from like under. Greta never takes the thing out from under her clothing, but a
Cloak.
bolt just shoots out, and then I'm gonna say that like it goes up and it does like a big arc just for show.
Oh,
and-
sick!
I'm imagining there's like 3 spirit guardians because there were 3 bad guys, and they all like the bolts to join it, and then just like come down as like a giant like fiery column
Sick!
or radiant column or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, did you settle on green or blue?
Green.
Okay. As the green light, the green and gold just burns out in the mantis light. The mantis light, it burns away, and then there's just these 2 little mantis wings just and then the swords hit the floor. And with that,
Nice.
you all are out of combat.
Oh,
Also with that, we're going to call that the end of the session, and then we'll come back next time. Awesome session. You guys, that was a really dope session. That was awesome. Oh, I love combat. I've had so much combat lately. Before we go anywhere, I actually closed my Word document earlier, but I have it written down on paper here. Take notes on the XP gain here, and then we'll end the episode. You guys defeated the Mantis Knight, so that's 0.03 levels. You defeated the Orchard Count. I'll help you add this up if I go too fast. 0.04 levels. And you defeated the Ash Marshal, which is 0.06 levels.
wow.
11.
So you
No,
guys gain
13.
0.13 levels.
6-8.
Awesome.
Yeah.
With
We're
that,
at 6, 8, 12.
with
6,
that,
8.
listeners, thank you so much for joining us on another one. Life is an incredible adventure. We're going to go on the fastest potty break, and then we're going to join you for another session. Skibbity-wop, done.
Yeah.